I'm gonna try and survive the entire Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC, but I drew my whole adventure, and if a Pokemon dies, it's dead forever. And this whole thing took 365 days. I literally spent a whole year in a Pokemon Nuzlocke. It's the rules. I can only use one of each new Pokemon added to the DLC. If a Pokemon faints, it's dead, and you have to nickname every Pokemon so you get all attached to them, making the deaths hurt way more. Trust me. And if I lose, the run is over, so the pressure's on. And I drew over 250 anime artworks for this. My hand really hurts. Also, I can't use items in battle. So, here's my 5 main goals for this Nuzlocke. I have to 100% all of the teal masks, 100% the indigo disc, 100% both Pokedexes, beat the hardest 7-star level 100 raid without dying, get a shiny in each DLC, and I want to figure out the actual truth behind this game's insane ending. And I'm doing this blind. This video started filming the day these DLCs came out. The problem is, they made it really hard. A lot of people thought the majority of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet were too easy, so I guess Game Freak heard that, said screw you all, and made this some of the hardest content in the entire series, featuring a ton of new trainers with fully competitive teams, crazy strats, and boosted stats. That's faster than me! So yeah, wish me luck. Jade the Sprigatito was my starter Pokemon, but we accidentally made her make an egg, and inside that egg was Jade. Don't you dare leave Jade. Jade will send off her offspring. This is Jade's child. I also have a shiny Charmander called Charcoal, who's the son of my Charizard Chad, and a Mew called Slushy, and I think that makes a good little trio to start the DLC with. We're going in at level 60 because we've beaten the base game, so Jade becomes a Meowscarada and Charcoal becomes a black shiny Charizard. So, enjoy the genuinely interesting and deep characters, the crazy mysteries regarding the entire Pokemon universe, and the absolute carnage that was my Nuzlocke of the Pokemon Scarlet DLC. I did way too many drawings again. Okay, that does look very good. Alright, here comes the anime opening.
地熱瞬間が赤くの果て静脈を刺し合って無邪気な愛が飛び出すもんでレスボールさんも今日を切り替えてしまいました No fiction先日の宿題は無個性な僕のこと過不足ない不自由ない最近に生きていてでもどうして僕たちは時々にいや毎日暮らしっていうんだ寂しいっていうんだ黒板のこの漢字が読めますかあの子の心情は読めますかその心黒く染めたのは追いだれなんだよ追いだれなんだよその場でこの刺激が解けますかあの子の首の上も解けますか僕たちこのまんまでいいんですかおいどうすんだよもうどうだっていいよ
Now, whichever way you cut it, we are starting at day 101. Either the DLC came out 100 days after I beat Pokemon Scarlet's base game, or you can include the 100 days of that Nuzlocke into this video. It's up to you. We board the plane, saying farewell to our Paldean Pokemon, and take a seat with Jay, Charcoal, and Slushy. From Pokemon Spain to Pokemon Japan, this is Kitakami. Alright. See, I can't film B-roll like this anymore, because they took it away from the camera. Miss Briar, I don't feel so good. Oh no, Timmy's sick! This is Briar, and I'm not going to get into her right now, but just know that she has massive implications to the lore of this game. For right now, she's our Kitakami tour guide. Briar tells us to go up to the community center and tell someone that Timmy might be dying, so off we go. We are in the DLC. Jay, let's go! Kitakami is pretty nice looking, all things considered, and it's home to one of my favorite Pokemon ever. Oh, yes! My first shiny Pokemon I ever found in the wild. Poochyena. Come up to the road so I can see you better. We caught the Poochyena in a Premier Ball and named him Hunter. There was rumors Mightyena might get a new form. We caught a girl Wooper called Bloopy, then found something I haven't seen in a long time. Cutie Fly's in this game! We finally head into town where disaster strikes. There we find Kieran and his sister Carmine, students from Blueberry Academy where the next DLC takes place. Whoa, way cool. Shut up. Sorry. Hush, Kieran. Yeah, shut up. Sorry, but I just can't let an outsider like you wander into Masui Town. Come on, sis. You just want to battle. Making this big fuss over nothing. I told you to hush, Kiki. Oh my god. She's crazy. All right. So Carmine is the older sister of Kieran. She's a little bit nuts, and she's not particularly happy with us just waltzing into her hometown. Oh, Poochyena battle. Welcome to Kitakami. For your first experience, get ready to eat dirt. Shut up. We switched to Pixie so Hunter doesn't instantly die, and Bug Buzz the Poochyena in the face. Vulpix. All right. When this option comes up, we always have to say keep current Pokemon. We're not allowed to switch. She sends out a Vulpix, so we switch to Bloopy, as it unleashes a flamethrower, which does a lot for a resisted hit. How's that for a first taste of Kitakami? Not that I'm enjoying this or anything. Oh, okay, here we go. We throw Hunter out, who is immune to the extra sensory, then go for the crunch. Don't you crit me! Wow. What was that? Bruh, you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have did that. Oh no, I hyperbeamed. You shouldn't have did that. A Poltergeist comes out, which is a new regional form of Sinistea, but its colors are way worse, so whatever. Terra Flamethrower ends the battle. Don't talk to me on my Pokemon ever again. I can't believe Hunter's dead. Some old man appears and chases off the siblings. What's that? A member of your group fell ill down by the oh yeah, Timmy! He runs off to save Timmy and we're left to mourn our dog. Bloopy evolves into a Quagsire and Pixie evolves into a Rabombi. Finally, we're free to explore the main town of the DLC. Well, the only town. And I think we found the Mew truck. Oh, hi. Oh, there's a new Nurse Joy design. I like her shoes. What am I doing? We head towards the community center and run into Kieran and Carmine again. Oh yeah, so my little brother here has been all googly-eyed over you since yesterday. He wouldn't stop talking about you. What are you telling that for? He probably never woke up the nerve to ask himself, would he really like a battle with you? Chin up, Kiki. Moxie says she'll battle you. What? Wowzers. Really? You don't mind? She doesn't mind a bit. Get your positions, you two. Everyone else, off. Sorry. Kieran copies his sister's battle pose, which is kind of nice, but this kid clearly has some identity problems. Did he do his fringe the same way on purpose as well? He throws out a Sentret, which I guess is his starter Pokemon. Pixie, the early riser. Let's go.
Wowzers, I can't believe this. I get to battle you. This is so awesome.
Kieran has a crush on Moxie-chan. That's quite funny. Pollen Puff one-shots his Sentret, then Bloopy takes an air cutter from his Yanma, which does a decent... Alright, knew I bought this Charizard for a reason. We Terrafire Flamethrower with Charcoal again. That's faster than me! So clearly these Pokemon that we're fighting are much faster than they should be. And they're stronger too, which pretty much confirms that all the Pokemon we're fighting are EV trained. EV trained Pokemon have a massive stat advantage. Come on, why are you doing the chicken dance? Timmy, f you, dude. He's clapping!
Wowzers, you sure are strong, Moxie.
We're told to team up and go find 3 signposts around Kitakami, and Carmine suggests we buddy up with Kieran, so I guess that's what we're doing.
What? No, sis, don't.
Kieran runs off, and we're finally free to explore the world. Ooh! This is Perrin, the descendant of Adamant from Pokemon Legends Arceus. Hi. This might sound a bit weird, but would it be alright if I took your photo? You can, yeah, anything you want. Are you always this open with total strangers? When they look like you? Yes. Kinda worried about you, kiddo. Shit. Anyway, let me snap that photo. Come see me after. I don't know, registering 150 Pokemon in the Kitakami Pokedex or something. We have a new goal. For now, we headed up to go find Kieran.
That's the first signboard. Nice job finding it.
Okay, reading this will take a second, but it basically sets up the whole plot for the DLC. Long ago, there used to be a fearsome ogre in Kitakami. It lived in the big mountain behind the village and everyone was scared of it. One day it came down from the mountain in a crazy rage, but luckily, Ogie Dogie, Monkey Dory, and Pheasantipity were all there to protect the village. The 3 Pokemon laid down their lives to fend off the ogre and send it back to the mountain. In admiration, the villagers called this trio the Loyal 3. So the ogre killed them in Pokemon. Kieran, the innocent, quiet kid, apparently thinks the murdering ogre is freaking sick. Do you think the ogre in that folktale sounds kind of cool? Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I knew you'd get it. He was up against those whole opponents at once, battling out by himself. Wowzers, that's so cool.
Oh, God.
If you want, we can set up a picnic. Would you like a sandwich?
Stop hitting on Moxie-chan.
Where's that?
This is Sandwich. He's our legendary Paradox motorcycle Pokemon from the ancient past.
It seriously comes out whenever it wears the word sandwich.
Yeah, we sort of confused it by naming it Sandwich, but it also likes sandwiches. I see the problem.
No wonder you're so strong, Moxie. You're special. So yeah, we're supposed to take a photo, right?
Yeah. Kieran mimics our pose, which is kind of nice, but this is really reinforcing this identity crisis he has going on. Anyway, The next signboard is on the east side of the map, and on the way we run into a fairy Terra Vulpix, who we catch and call Cindy. Up to signboard number 2. I really like this area. It reminds me of when I actually went to Japan, and these statues of Hisuian Growlithe are sick. This sign basically just talks about the 4 masks that the ogre had.
Everyone in town is scared of the ogre but me. I really like it. It was strong and cool. Didn't even care when everyone shunned it. I've always wanted to be like that since I was a kid. But I'm a little bitch. I want to be cool like the ogre.
We take another picture and he tries to mimic us again, awkwardly. If you wanted, you could go see the ogre's home. Folks call it the Dreaded Den. Kieran heads up first by himself, so we catch a Gligar called Bruce on the way, then meet up at the ogre's house.
Maybe a powerful ogre like that would only show up if it heard some kind of
Battle going on, come on man. He's already evolved his Sentry into a Furret, so that's nice, but Cindy pretty much beats his ass. If the ogre saw that battle, I'm sure he'd be thinking that kid's got some strength. We head into the ogre's den, and from a long shot, a little pair of wooden legs are revealed. What are the odds of that? We enter the tiny den, and it's pretty miserable in here. Living all alone in a place like this would get pretty miserable, don't you think? We have plenty of room in our house. I would have totally let it stay with us. Oh god, I don't like either of these answers. I'm gonna stay quiet and not pick one of these, but I can't. We walk outside and the sun is starting to set. I almost forgot. Today's the first day of the Festival of Masks over at Kitakami Hall. It's this big event where everyone puts on masks and runs around celebrating. It's not like you gotta go or anything, but if you wanted to, you know, check it out! Yep, sounds fun.
I can show you to it. It'd be great to go together.
Why are they forcing this?
There's just a few things we have to get ready first. We live in the northwest corner of the village. It's, maybe I'll draw a map.
Alright, thanks for drawing the map. Yes. Do not get this close to me, bro.
You want me to register on your map? I could try to do that.
Don't do you're way too close. Nah, come on!
Wowzers!
Alright, I've been making fun of Kieran so far, but I guess Moxie-chan doesn't mind him, so whatever. We fly on down to his house, then we follow Kieran into his front yard and meet his grandpa.
Alright, new friend, huh?
Really? We're friends? Yes. Friends. Just friends, bro. Friends, I feel all tingly and funny hearing that. The festival is tonight, and Moxie-chan is not looking the part. So Kieran's grandma offers us a jinbei and does our hair, which is kind of nice. Whoa. Goodness, it's like I've gained another granddaughter. Shut up. Sorry. Turns out Carmine lost the masks. How about instead of a mask, I give you a battle in style? Oh my god. Feel free to be dazzled by how great I look in my jinbei. I'll win while you're distracted. I'm not distracted. You have a more Pico? We pollen puff with Pixie, and this is where some of the crazy item shenanigans start to begin. Focus Sash? Or a wheel? If that's not an EV trained Morpeko, I don't know what is. Sinister comes out next. Poltergeist's Evo. We go for a flamethrower, but the Matcha eats a berry, which lowers fire type damage. Alright, so they're stepping up a little bit with the held items and stuff. Cindy still beats her ass though. She does not like losing to us. She was tearing the shed apart trying to find a third mask. Oh, she's such a tsundere or whatever. The Festival of Masks is up those steps at Kitakami Hall, so we evolve Bruce into a Gliscor, then finally we head up to the festival. Oh! There it is! Okay, didn't expect it to walk like that. Kieran gives us a candy apple, which is nice, I guess. We come across some kids wearing the other masks, which look pretty cool. And then Kieran and Carmine want us to try Ogre Ousting, which is basically a minigame where you go around popping balloons. It's actually really hard. I'm not just saying that because I failed to beat Carmine's score. It's hard. I have triumphed. Yeah, good for you. Carmine gets pissed at Kieran for some reason and looks like she's gonna hit him. So he tells me to go for a bit of a wander, and the second we do... Oh, look, there it is. How has no one noticed this yet? Why is its hands like that? Oh, here we go. This is the cutscene from the trailer. Wait, Moxie? Oh, proper cutscene. You shouldn't run off on your own. Hey, new kid. That goes for you too. Wait, was that actually the Pokemon or is it the person in there? Oh! 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 What the hell? It has star eyes. You should come back. The mountain's dangerous at night. That is not a human. That's a Pokemon with nice eyes. What? Oh my god, it's cute. Who was that? Where'd that kid come from? I don't think it's a kid, dude. Wait, do you mean... Could that have been the ogre? Moxie, Sip.
Yes, Moxie!
Hi, we just saw the thing. The thing, it's cute. Hey, wait, stop. Well, we're not supposed to tell him? It's nothing. Nothing you'd be interested in at all, I swear.
Oh, I get it. I bet you're making fun of me behind my back.
Oh, now I feel bad.
I'm just gonna go back to the festival.
Don't scare me like that, blabbing for the whole world to hear. See, Kiki really likes the ogre, like really, really likes it. So if he found out we'd seen the ogre without him, I guess I was afraid he'd feel bad, you know? Oh, that's kind of nice. Am I overthinking it? I didn't want him running up the mountain to follow the ogre at this hour either. True. Let's keep this whole thing our little secret, okay? And maybe hold off on showing Kiki that mask you just picked up too. Damn, this character design is really good. We head to bed for the night. You haven't told anybody about the thing that happened yesterday, right? What thing? Don't know what you're talking about. Come on, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Just have a sense of humor. We bumped into the yogurt, so don't play dumb, got it? All right, got it. Carmine tells us to go show her grandpa the teal mask. So we head back to their house, and of course... Oh shit! Hi, Kieran. Just talking about yogurt. Kiki, go find somewhere else to be. God, you don't have to be such a savage all the time.
You're such a jerk.
Why did you just call me? That's enough, Carmine. Be kind to your younger brother. All right. I was being kind. It's not like I hit him or anything. It's worth noting that the grandpa sort of just gives up here, so I don't think the grandparents do a whole lot of disciplining. Anyway, we give him the mask. Could this be? I never would have thought that the ogre would still be gracing our festival with its presence. What do you mean still? I thought the ogre was a scoundrel that attacked the village. Right, so it's not a scoundrel. It's a nice little friend.
I suppose it's time I told you, Carmine.
The story has been passed down in our family by word of mouth. I learned it from my father. A long time ago, a man and an ogre came to Kitakami from a foreign land. The people of the village feared the man and the ogre who looked so different to them, so they refused to let the travelers come anywhere near their village. Savage. The man and the ogre were sad that they weren't welcomed, but they were happy to have each other. They settled quietly in a cave on the mountain. But there was one villager who pitied the two travelers, the village mask maker. The man made several masks for the man and the ogre, adorned with gems he brought from somewhere far away. Wearing the masks, the man and the ogre started secretly joining the village festival. But rumors of these shining masks attracted more than just innocent curiosity. A group of greedy Pokemon soon made their way to the land of Kitakami. But here's the thing. There is 4 Pokemon there. The Pokemon snuck into the cave in which the man and the ogre lived, but the man was there and he managed to hold onto one of the masks. But he couldn't protect them all. Several hours later, when the ogre returned to its cave, it found its beloved home in ruins. All that was left was the signs of a struggle and the teal mask. The ogre put on the teal mask and went down to the village to search for its friend. It found the greedy Pokemon there, gloating over their stolen masks, and defeated them. But the villagers had no idea what was happening, nor why. They thought these 3 Pokemon had fallen trying to protect their village from the ogre. So to honor their supposed sacrifice, the villagers named them the Loyal 3. But wounded and weak, the ogre returned to its cave, alone, and with great sadness. The ogre is never seen again. That's terrible. Ogerpon didn't deserve that, and the Loyal 3, they're the worst!
Where'd that mask you showed me?
I noticed the jewel on its forehead was chipped. Okay. Since Grandpa's offering, let's get it all nice and fixed up before we give it back to Ogerpon. Oh, that's kind of nice. Oh, he listened the whole time. He listened the whole time. He heard everything. We're supposed to go find Kieran in Masui Town, where things start to go completely crazy, but I wanted to evolve an Applin. This will only take a second. I think Sticky's a girl. We use the syrupy apple on Sticky, and finally, we have a Diplin. We run into a Jangmoa who looks amazing in this game, and in the west, I find another Pokemon I love and haven't seen in forever. Oh! We called her Suki, and evolved her into a Mienshao. What a design, how low. Finally, after 6 hours of streaming, I go relax a bit before bed, because we've got like a 9-hour day tomorrow. So I started a Pokemon Crystal Nuzlocke, and the nostalgia on this game is crazy for me. I think this was the first game I played as a female character, so Crystal is probably the reason I play a lot of games as a character, not as myself. Which is also kind of why Moxie-chan exists. I had a group of friends in primary school, and we'd meet up at each other's houses and play a lot of Gen 2 Pokemon together. I still remember us all standing around picking our gold and silver starters for the first time, but I really wish I could remember my Cynthical's nickname. In Crystal, I picked Totodile though, and damn did I play this game like non-stop. We met some older kid on the basketball courts who randomly traded us all Celebes, which was just mind-blowing back then. When high school came around, we all ended up going to different schools and sort of fell out of communication. Wonder what they're up to now. You know how sometimes you dream and you can like barely remember what it was? Well, it's foggy, but I feel like I dreamt about an old shiny of mine. Goldie the Poochyena was my first wild shiny Pokemon ever, and apparently he really likes smoked filet. So we cook up a sandwich for him real quick, which boosts the odds of dark-type Pokemon appearing like crazy, and makes shinies 4 times more likely to Oh my god! Here. Well, that was fast. Wow. Wait, its eyes aren't blue. Wow. Bees, please. The crit. Wow, that looks amazing. Welcome back, Goldie. Oh my god, I love this game. Look how cute this man's is. All right, time to evolve this thing. Oh, the blue is back! Wow, he keeps up. I don't think I'm using Koraidon for the rest of this game, sorry. We head back to continue the story with Kieran, who's waiting out the front of Peachy's shop.
and my sister talking about?
Nothing.
Oh.
We are not given an option to tell Kieran the truth, and he doesn't call us out. Not telling us that he knows the truth does line up with his personality, but then we get a very suspiciously framed shot of him and Peachy's stall.
Why'd you lie to me?
This thing is going to be very important in a second. Kieran shows up when we reach the last sign and wants to battle again. And the whole aura of this interaction feels off. He leads with Yanma against Goldie, which is not good for us. So Bruce beats it with acrobatics, Sticky Syrup bombs his Poliwrath, Pixie Pollen puffs his Dipplin, and Knuckles punches his Farret in the face. And Kieran doesn't look happy about losing. And as we get a zoom on the Arthur Fist meme, a subtle aura appears around him. It's because I'm weak.
That's why.
We go to read the last sign, and I couldn't help but feel like this story had somehow crossed wires with the ogre and something completely different. If you see a shadowy figure approaching you outside the village at twilight, be wary. Don a mask at once and hide your face. Once it sees your face, your soul will be forfeit, and you shall never return to the village. I'm pretty sure the ogre must have been
Lonely on its own. Left alone like that. Treated like an outcast.
If you answer sorry here, which is the one way you can kind of apologize for lying to him, Kieran simply says, for what? It is crazy that we aren't given the option to tell him the truth, but Kieran's approach of just staying quiet and hoping we'll read his mind, I mean, this is a surefire way to become resentful. We take the last photo and Kieran isn't mimicking us anymore. In fact, he's gone edgelord, but we head back to check on the mask. Check Discord? Why? What happened? You missed a shiny? I don't believe you. Enhance. That's a cool one. It's different. Well, that sucks. Up at Carmine's house, Grandpa says he can't fix the teal mask. According to Grandpa, we need to get a crystal cluster from the bottom of the crystal pool. Oh, crystals are very important to the lore of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, so I'm excited. We Skyrim our way up. At the top is a mini Area Zero. Wow, bro. All right, we found the hexagons, everybody. We found the hexagons. In the base game, the professors explain that the Terra crystals that form in Area Zero are the reason that terrestrialization exists, and that's why it only works in Paldea. So why is there a pool of them here on the other side of the world? So much lore lag, but so worth it. Oh, there you go. Frickin' Glomoras are here. Carmine is hanging out by the pool, so we go to talk to her. The crystals here are always shining. Isn't that strange? There's even a weird rumor that you can meet people here who've passed away. Ah, crap. Suddenly a Milotic dives out of the crystal pool. What? Oh, interestingly, you can't catch it, but it's coded to always be Terra Ghost. So the implication here is that this is someone's dead Milotic? Are we seeing a Pokemon be imagined into real life in front of our eyes? I don't think I've mentioned the desire-granting powers of the Terra Crystals in this video yet. There is a decent chance that these Pokemon that appear at the Crystal Pool are Pokemon being wished into existence using the power of the Terra Crystals in some way. I'll explain in a sec. The Milotic left behind a crystal cluster, so that's convenient. Oh, of course you're here. The energy coming from the crystals at the bottom of the pool. I knew it. Alright, I did say I'd come back to Briar. This seems like the right time. And to understand why she's so suspicious, we have to go back to before we got on the plane. Okay, she is sussy as hell. You're one of the students chosen for the school trip, aren't you? And your name was? Moxie, ma'am. Moxie, huh? Well, aren't you a polite one? You're positively dazzling. Okay, I didn't expect her personality to be like this. That's even more sus. Look at the eyes, dude. She has Paradox Demon eyes. Briar is basically a walking, talking Scarlet and Violet book. In the base games, there's these two very important books, one in each game. The Scarlet book for Pokemon Scarlet and the Violet book for Pokemon Violet. And she is suspiciously dressed like both of them and looks like Heath, the guy who wrote them. Except Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are two different, universes. In my game, only the Scarlet book is supposed to exist. Yet somehow, her design references patterns from both books. You have to go kind of out of your way to see all this stuff, so I definitely don't expect her to address it at all. Sussy! It turns out she wants to get into Area Zero, the big crazy crystal crater where the final battle of the base games took place, but Jark can't give her permission, so we don't have to worry about that just yet. By the way, you know of the Scarlet book? Why are you just bringing it up? I know of it, as you should. It was the most influential book of the century on the subject of the paranormal. The author of the Scarlet book, Heath, was in fact an ancestor of mine. I even have his original manuscript. What? All right, it's time to talk about the imagination theory. The theory basically is that the paradox Pokemon that the professors in the base game are obsessed with are not actually brought from our future or past, but they're created from the imagination of the professors or Heath. And that the third legendary Pokemon mentioned in this book, or the Terra Crystals themselves, might be turning people's dreams into reality. It's been said too many times, and this imagined Pokemon is already becoming real. Kinda. The Pokemon depicted on these pages is called Terrapagos. It's my dream to find Terrapagos and prove that Heath's records were all true. Okay, now I'm scared that it's all gonna be true. You see, the crystal pool's water emit an energy of the same wavelength as the terrestrial energy, though I have no idea why that is. Once I figure it out, I might be able to stabilize the terrestrial phenomenon in regions other than Paldea. Well, we've got someone to beat, so see ya. We head back into the cave underneath, land in a pool, and out swims a Feebas. Hey! Welcome to the team, Phoebe. We also get a mystery gift Zoroark, and for some reason you can't nickname mystery gift Pokemon, but we call it Rolly in spirit, then we go see if Grandpa's done fixing the mask. Kieran, he stole it, didn't he? He ran off with the mask. Why would Kiki do that? Because we frickin' lied to him. Did you tell him about the ogre or something? No, he frickin' listened to us. I didn't say nothing. The fourth wall break cinematography from earlier let us know that he heard us. I'm sorry, I know you wouldn't go blabbering like that. Oh, you're being nice suddenly. We head back up to where the first sign was, and there he is.
You two knew, didn't you? You knew that the ogre wasn't the bad guy in the stories. The loyal three were the real bad guys, but the ogre's the one that got treated like an outcast.
You knew?
You two did the same thing to me.
Oh, shit. Oh, Arthur.
You treated me like an outcast when you went and met with the ogre.
Shit. I'm sorry, I didn't mean...
You're no different than those villagers back then. You know how much I loved the ogre. You acted like you didn't know anything, but you were laughing at me behind my back all along.
That's not what happened at all.
Liar! You're a liar!
Oh, shit. What's gotten into you, Kiki? You're acting real off today.
Moxie, battle me.
Oh, crap.
If you win, I'll give you back the mask. So come on, battle me already.
Oh, man, is his eyes going crazy already? You sure?
I need this battle. Get to your position.
Oh my god. Kieran, now starting to speak like Carmine did at the beginning of this Nuzlocke, is starting to crack. He sends out a Yanmega. What? Okay, that's not ideal. Yanmega pretty much counts as Goldie, so we're forced to go to Bruce. He takes an absolutely massive resisted Bug Buzz. Bruce somehow outspeeds with acrobatics, but doesn't kill. Bug Buzz, you idiots! Bruce lives barely, and another acrobatics takes it down. Then out comes Poliwrath. Sticky takes a Hydro Pump and Brick Break like nothing. Luckily, Kieran hasn't figured out he should teach this thing Ice Punch, and an Energy Ball takes it out. Pixie takes out his Dipplin, and his last Pokemon is a Gligar. We go for the 4-time super effective Ice Fang. In the split second of an HP bar going down, you can think about a lot of things. I just wanted to come in here and have a nice, casual, breezy DLC experience. Finally get to see Poochyena in 3D, and share a bit of love about a Pokemon that doesn't get much of the limelight, from the fans or Pokemon Company. But because I forgot that Gligar gets a bug move, I can't finish this DLC with a Mightyena, and I've already pushed the rules by having 2 Poochyena, not to mention the rumors that this thing might get a new form. I won't get to see that anymore, because of this whiny kid. Oh, he lived. Jesus Christ. I don't want to risk missing an Ice Fang. I'm not messing around here. Instead, go to Cindy, take the X-Scissor, and Terra Flamethrower.
Oh, man.
Kieran starts to freak the f*** out. He turns, runs towards the Loyal 3 shrine, then punches it. Oh! A very subtle purple aura appears. He learned from his sister. Yeah, that's what you get, you idiot.
Ow.
Kiki, are you alright? You taught him this.
Yeah, I promised.
Kieran actually gives back the teal mask.
Say hi to the ogre for me.
Hey, listen, Kiki, I should apologize for...
I'm going home.
Behind us, the Loyal 3 monument starts to shake. The boys? Now? Wait, can I teach my Pokemon some moves? Great! Up. Hi. Hello. Alright, the furry gang is here. What is going on? The Loyal Three are now alive somehow, and they run off towards Kitakami Hall. The story said they were laid to rest under the statues, right? What brought them back to life? Evil Punch. Yeah, I can't help but feel like there's something a little deeper going on here than Evil Punch. You ready to go even further down the rabbit hole? Because on day 2 of this DLC being out, the theory crafting had already begun. In our next mission to track down the Loyal Three, we get some text about each member. Apparently, Ogidogi used to be a smaller, weaker Pokemon, but a desire for strength led it to gain powerful muscles. Monkey Dory was clumsy and stupid, but a longing for cleverness led it to gain great wisdom. Pheasantipity was once ugly, with short feathers, but a wish to be beautiful gave it an exquisite appearance. Each of these Pokemon made wishes and were changed. Their Pokedex entries explain that stimulants from these purple toxic chains around the Pokemon are what transformed and enhanced them. So how did they get these toxic chains? Well, the Loyal Three are categorized as retainer Pokemon. Retainer basically meaning someone who is doing work for someone else or is in some way owing service to someone. And that someone seemed like it could be the secret 4th Pokemon in Grandpa's Ogerpon story. We could see this drawing more closely in the game files, and it looked a lot like Glamora. And it also looked exactly like the toxic chain, but it also looked like a Peach. And it's just sitting here in Peach's shop. Or a plushie of it at least. So what's the significance of this thing looking like a Peach? Well, besides the fact that peaches grow in Area 0, the entire Teal Mask DLC story is based around the tale of Momotaro, a Japanese story about a boy who is born from a peach and who goes off to fight evil ogres. During his travels, he convinces a dog, monkey, and a pheasant to help him out by giving them dumplings that increase their bond and friendship. The Teal Mask story is obviously flipped. The ogre's the good guy, the animals are the bad guys. So where's Momotaro? It seems like Momotaro could be this Pokemon who convinced the Loyal Three to fight Ogerpon for it by making their dreams a reality, but also in turn possibly poisoning their mind or enhancing this greed they may have already had in them. And this Pokemon might be affecting Kieran as well. We know Kieran wants to be cool and strong like the ogre in the stories. Well, he might be in the process of a similar toxic transformation that the Loyal Three went through. After being seen at Peach's shop, Kieran's entire attitude shifts drastically. We see the weird aura, the purple energy, this odd color shifting around him when he really starts freaking out near the monument. What if he is the boy who is born from the Peach? His desire to be stronger, more confident, more cool, born from the power of this Peach Pokemon, yet poisoned. Now I want to say I actually think Kieran's tone shift isn't all that unnatural. Someone who's quiet, who often assumes the worst of people, who idolizes power but never stands up for themselves out loud, they would get quietly resentful and dark, especially after being instantly lied to by the first friend he's ever made. So I don't think he's being mind controlled or possessed, but he is clearly being messed with. And we'll see some more evidence of that soon. Back up at the den, we find Ogerpon being taunted by the Loyal Three. Hey! Bitch! Stop! Pardon! Oh. The Loyal Three discuss amongst themselves, then Monkey Dory comes for us, alone. Maka! He's crazy! They chat amongst themselves, then just leave. Oh.
Fuck yeah.
Go on, say it properly.
What I did was real dumb, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about it, man. I find it really interesting how quickly he comes back to himself here. Pon! Ah! You wanted to be the one to give the mask back to Ogerpon, right, Kiki? Oh yeah, fair enough. There you go. Nice, happy little thing. Of course, Ogerpon doesn't trust him, and Kieran doesn't take it too well. Hey, go. Oh! Yeah! Carmine wants to give the other 3 masks back to Ogerpon, which means we need to get them back from the Loyal 3. So Carmine dubs us the Mask Retrieval Squad, and we head off to take down the Loyal 3 one by one. I'm not going. What? Kieran runs off saying he's got things to do. So over near the lake is massive Monkey Dory. What the? Psychic? Brutes! That's so bad. A few Scolds and some Lucky Paras take it out, and we get the first of the 3 masks. 2 to go. Up in the north is Titan Ogidogi. He's beaten pretty easily by disguising Rolly as Goldie and using Psychic a few times, and Phoebe pretty much takes care of Pheasantipity by herself. Ogerpon picks up the final mask, then Kieran appears again. Hello, you're back. I want you to come to the village and bring the ogre with you. You gotta trust me, it'll be okay, I promise. I know you must be scared, Ogerpon, but I did my best. So just trust me and come with me, okay? The confident, not confident walk. Oh god. Turns out the town didn't react badly to hearing that the Loyal 3 were bad guys, and everything is fine. They apologize and everything.
Pony!
From now on, you can come to the village whenever you want.
Ah!
One last thing to do. Let's escort Ogerpon back to its home. Oh, you're so suspicious. You should do the parent quest real quick. It's pretty short. Should I? Little did I know that this quest contains one of the hardest battles in this DLC. Oh, not this battle. Oh my god, I love her. Give me a nice heroic expression, would you? I'll take a real good shot if you do. Damn! Non-stab, non-stab! Okay, her Noctowl throws a 4-time super effective Moonblast status, but a Drain Punch beats it. She also has a Leafeon just like her ancestor, which is cool. A Terra Dragon Pulse one-shots it though, and that's the battle. I think you just might have what it takes to hold your own against the Blood Moon Beast. I got a Blood Moon Beast right now. Nah.
Simp.
Shut up. This is the thing I was hoping would be Mightyina's special new form. But why is it not Mightyina? We just got Ursaluna. We head up to the Timeless Woods with Perrin, and the lore conspiracy starts spiraling in my head. Shad, hold your Blood Moon Beasts. Is Blood Moon Ursaluna real? Or has Terrapagos or the Terra Crystals granted her wish, creating a Blood Moon Ursaluna form, even though we wanted a Mightyina form? Anyway, it's right around this part of the forest where people have supposedly seen the Blood Moon Beast. Curiously, all these sightings have been on nights with heavy fog. Ooh. Friday night at Freddy's? Oh, I'm actually a bit of a simp myself. I'm actually in a bit of a slump myself. You might not believe it, but when I was younger, I was lauded as a photography prodigy. But in these past few years, I feel like I've lost my spark, and my photos show it. They lack heart. The awards have all dried up, the accolades too. Damn. Gifted child turned into a ADHD disappointment. Relatable.
Simp.
That's when I heard about the stories about the Blood Moon Beast. I thought that if I could just get a photo of an astounding Pokemon like that, then maybe, just maybe, something inside me would change. See, the Pokemon doesn't exist until she has a mental breakdown. Whoa, oh my god! Yo, what? Whoa, oh my god, I love it. Oh, you fool! Sorry, the auto flash just... Oh boy. We are now face to face with one of the most insane Pokemon that Game Freak has designed in a minute. It has nearly legendary stats, it has a 140 base power special move, and it's a boss battle, which means its HP is boosted like crazy. Of course, I didn't know any of this at the time, but this is a Nuzlocke ender. Blood Moon is a move? What? Whoa! We hit back with a Syrup Bomb to slow it down, but it does not do a lot, and Sticky dies to another Blood Moon. So we switch to Rolly, who's immune to normal type moves, but it uses Calm Mind, and every time it does that, it gets stronger. We go for a Terra Blast, which does nothing, and it goes for a Blood Moon again, which can hit Ghost types because of Ursaluna's ability, but Rolly lives on 1 HP with a Focus Sash. We're forced to switch, so we U-turn into Knuckles as it goes for a Slash. We go for a Drain Punch, which does big damage, and it Blood Moons again. Knuckles gets one shot. We'll see you in Alola, buddy. I think we need a Struggle Bug, man. Struggle Bug does damage and lowers special attack by 1 stage, which can at least start to mitigate the boost it's getting from Calm Mind. The early riser may not be rising again. She goes first in Struggle Bugs, which does pretty good damage with her Choice Specs item. Yep, sure, take photos while I'm dying. Sorry. It Calm Minds again. It's okay, we can keep lowering its crits. Blood Moon! There's no way you live it. Oh, not Pixie. That was one of our first Pokemon. We go to Phoebe. We go Terra Water to boost our damage as much as we can, and Scald does heaps. It Calm Minds again. Come on. Oh my god. What's going on? It's alive? Wow. Somehow, the run continues. I haven't played Friday Night at Freddy's, but I'm sure this is relevant, right? After killing my whole team, Friday Night at Freddy's is on it. I can see that the photos I managed to get are all blurry or cut off or out of focus. They aren't really good enough to show anyone, not even you, partner. She took bad photos of him after all that? That's too sussy, man. Oh, and this Growlithe of mine has a younger brother that really loves battling. Oh, wait, what? Oh! Back in Legends Arceus, we had a Hisuian Arcanine called Max, so this is Max descendant Max Jr. He evolves by Firestone, so he eats that, or whatever they do with evolution stones. We finally head back to Ogerpon's den. I think Ogerpon might want to go with you, Moxie. Oh, do we get to use it? Hey, hold up. Oh no. If it's not gonna stay here, then I want
Ogerpon to come with me!
Kiki, I know I'm being real selfish.
But Moxie, please! Let me battle you! I want to see which one of us to get to keep Ogerpon with them.
Hey, Kiki. I know you really love Ogerpon. I really honestly understand. We have to think about Ogerpon's feelings too.
On.
Oh no. I want to battle anyway. Whoever wins gets to be Ogerpon's partner. I don't think that's how this works, dude. So don't you dare hold back. Kieran's battle animation changes. And it's not for the better. He's not copying his sister anymore, and his Pokeball is no longer facing him. Almost like he doesn't want to be face to face with the Pokemon in there.
What?
He leads with a Shiftry this time, which gets smashed in the face by a super effective Flare Blitz, but it's holding a Focus Sash and lives, then swings back with a crit Leaf Blade. Come on! With extreme speed for the KO, and out comes Gliscor. We go to Phoebe, and she takes a ton of damage from an Earthquake, then goes for an Ice Beam, but of course, no! It's holding a Yachi Berry, which cuts Ice move damage in half. So we go to Freddy and Moonblast it. Poliwrath comes out. The usual tactic is Sticky, so we switch to her. It's gonna have Ice Punch now, isn't it? Belly Drum. What? Kieran just gave that Poliwrath 4 times attack power with Belly Drum, which also cuts its HP in half, but that activates its Citrus Berry, which heals it back up 25%. Not good. We have 2 Focus Sash Pokemon for this, probably exactly this moment. Rolly the Zoroark has one of the Focus Sashes, so we switch in disguised as Goldie, and just hope we can one-shot with Psychic. There's the Ice Punch! Do not freeze me! Kieran finally adds Ice Punch to his Poliwrath's moveset to counter Sticky. Rolly lives with their Focus Sash, reveals their true form, and we go for the super effective Psychic. No! Miss an attack! Max comes in here in extreme speeds. Poliwrath is down, and out comes Probopass. We switch to Freddy as it goes for the Body Press. No! I did nothing. We go for the Earth Power, which brings it to its 30, and it dies to a Moonblast. Out comes his Dipplin, and we don't have Pixie to beat this anymore. I am not against a Terra Blood Moon right now. So yeah. Kieran sends out his last Pokemon, the Yanmega. His Furret's gone, which means he ditched his starter. Going against like the entire essence of Pokemon, the message of friendship is power, Kieran ditches his first Pokemon, choosing power over friendship. Bug Buzz does 1 billion damage as usual, but Terra Blood Moon ends the fight. Oh. Kieran quietly gives up his claim to Ogerpon. And to prove ourselves to Ogerpon, we have to fight it. It seemed most likely that it would start as a grass type, so we lead with Max Jr. Ogerpon stands at its door and whips out the freaking Fire Mask. You bastard. Oh, it's terrestrializing! Okay! What the heck? Okay, what? Attack Rose. Great, love that. We've got Head Smash for this. Yes! We one-shot it! Memories of adventuring with you grant Ogerpon strength. Straight into it? Oh, this isn't good. And I'm on max. Yo, what the hell? I love the effects. Wow. And it's getting another boost? We go to Sticky. Ivy Cudgel? Whoa! Oh my god, we hit it so much harder than I expected. A few more bombs and the Water Mask explodes. Next up, Rock. Oh, Rock one. This is okay. That is so weird. Wow. Defense boost? We switch to Freddy as it goes for Ivy Cudgel again. Ivy Cudgel. That changes. It's its Terra Blast. Ivy Cudgel is its Terra Blast. Oh my god! We go to Phoebe, take a low kick pretty well, and then a massive Ivy Cudgel, then shatter the Rock Mask with Skull. Steel Mask. Damn, that's pretty crazy. Body Aspect, boosted speed. Slam, that's all it's got, it missed. We go for the Infestation, which does damage over time, then try out the Dragon Pulse. Oh, huge damage. Sticky takes a few more slams like nothing, and this battle is over. This is not the end of this Nuzlocke though. The actual difficulty begins now. But let's wrap up the story in Kitakami first. I'm pretty sure Ogerpon was like designed around the friend ball. The ball's color scheme and even Ogerpon's story, it all lines up. That fits so well. Turns out Ogerpon is 100% female and she's got a lonely nature. I don't know if that's guaranteed, but that is so fitting. And there was only one name that fit. Welcome to the team, Yogurt. Turns out Carmine wants a final battle with us up at the shrine. You think you can let me have a battle with Ogerpon? Oh, shit. You're not still angry about me giving you a hard time when you first got here, are you? Come on, I just want to make some memories. Yeah, she's doing it for the content. I think Carmine is a bit misunderstood. She starts off as arrogant and overconfident and yells at Kieran a lot and was the reason we lied to him, but you gotta understand, she's very likely still a teenager, and in this tiny village, she's the only one doing any parenting of Kieran, and she's doing her best, but she is just a kid. When she doesn't tell Kieran the truth, it's a misguided attempt to protect him from feeling bad for missing out, considering he always loved the ogre so much, and she second guesses herself almost straight away. She also wants to protect him from the dangers of running up a mountain at nighttime, which he definitely would have done. She even comes and tells us off for going off on our own at night, and calls the same out to some random kid who turned out to be Ogerpon. She clearly gets angry too quickly, as is perfectly reflected in her partner Pokemon Morpeko, but she learns to rein that in towards the end and trust in Kieran more. Her Swadloon finally evolves from happiness too, proving that she's getting better at this friendship thing. And even now when she loses to us, she takes it far more maturely than she used to. Actually, oh, here we go. Jeez, this is awkward to tell you, but everyone falls in love with Moxie-chan. What's the deal? Oh, Briar calls us back to the community center, so no confession for Carmine, I guess. Truly sorry, but there have been some developments concerning the Great Crater. Do not smile at me like that. Now then, Carmine, I believe you had something you wanted to say. As you all know, this village is where I was born. I'll be honest, I didn't want any outsiders coming in here at all. Oh yeah, she was that person, right. But then we spent some time together, and none of you were the way I imagined you to be at all. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, I had fun. Thank you all so much for visiting our village. No worries. Especially you, Moxie. Yep, thank you. Carmine thanks us all for coming to the village, and runs off to get ready for the Indigo Disc. GG's. I need to become... Oh boy. I need to become a lot stronger. 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 Stronger and stronger and stronger. The hair is up. Just you wait, Moxie. With 3 months before the Indigo Disc comes out, I still have 2 things to do. I have to beat the Ogre Clan and the level 100 Mewtwo raid. And the amount of Pokemon that are about to die. We went and caught all of the Loyal 3 and Dusk Balls because that suits really well, and the Pokedex was finally complete. Oh, Gen 1 Ogerpon looks so good. Kieran's grandma gives us one of Kieran's Jinbeis, which is nice, I guess. Then we run into possibly Nemona's sister. It's our duty as Glitterati to make the dreams of the common folk a reality. They said it again. A viewer randomly gives me a freaking shiny Diplin. Then after doing some Ogre ousting and getting ourselves a shiny Munchlax, I finally attempt the Ogre Clan. Max Flare Blitz is the first member's Luxray and it doesn't do anything somehow. And it goes for a wild charge. Perrin is not going to be happy about that. In the next battle I bring out Caramello because apparently Sticky Bomb changes colors if you're shiny. Charcoal returns for the next fight. Our shiny Charizard that I hatched like 500 eggs for. In the very same battle, to beat this Komoro, we're forced to sacrifice Mojo. Inky's loyal brother, the first to protect his buddies when they were threatened, is dead. And Phoebe also dies. But this death seems to unlock something in Inky. Inky the Ogie Dogie, one of the Loyal 3 that apparently was forced to attack Ogerpon at some point, starts to go absolutely crazy. I did not expect a member of the Loyal 3 to be the one keeping our team alive. I guess he's got a lot to make up for. In the final Ogre Clan battle, a King Gambit comes out, and despite it having a fighting type resist berry, Inky still punches the crap out of it. Inky is refusing to let us die. Dusclops comes out, which of course also has an Eviolite, and this thing's supposed to be a threat. But we go for the Crunch, which does decent damage, and Toxic Chain procs. It has Pain Split, which would be annoying if we didn't Toxic it, and we have the perfect tactic to shut this thing down completely. Jay, our starter of this DLC adventure, has the Dark type move Knock Off, which does double damage to Pokemon that are holding items and knocks that item off. The next day, a level 100 7-star raid appears. Back in Paldea, on a cliff near the lighthouse, the Mewtwo raid appeared. It is finally Slushy's time to shine. And if Slushy dies, he's dead forever. A glitch is otherwise known as a bug. Slushy, the glitched Mew from my Pokemon Red file, just happens to have the Bug Terror type due to its buggy encounter method. And Bug Terror just happens to be the only tactic that has a chance against Mewtwo. Shiny Psyduck, bottom right. It's an Azurill. Wait, what? Wait, is it there or not? Is it there or not? It was not. Anyway, Tooth and Rolly joined the raid, and moments later, a fourth member appeared. Look who it is. Now they're the same. And I have to play its two characters at once. We open our eyes into this weird crystal den world, and there's the Psychic Terror Mewtwo. Moxicon returns. All the Mews get a stat boost right as the battle starts, but before we can do anything, the Mewtwo gets a Calm Mind boost and then puts up a shield. But luckily, we came prepared. Basically, all the Mews spam Struggle Bug to drop its attack all the way to -6, then Swords Dance our attack up to +6, then smash it in the face with super effective Terra Leech Life, which also heal us. Slushy breaks the shield! Moxicon cheers to boost our attack even further, but right when things are going well, in classic Pokemon Scarlet and Violet fashion, Tooth's raid freezes. Not his Mew, his whole raid. Then Rolly's Mew gets frozen by Ice Beam. And if that timer runs out before we win, everyone dies. Heal Cheer heals it? Do I Heal Cheer? Moxie-chan or Moxicon could sacrifice the turn here to use Heal Cheer, which would unfreeze Rolly. But we are so low on time that the team says go all offense. Do not freeze me. Oh my god, it's freaking Destiny. Keep attacking, okay. Huge damage. Moxicon cheers one last time to max out Slushy's attack, and Slushy goes for it. Huge damage! Mewtwo's Psy Strikes are doing practically nothing to Slushy, and with one last attack. It's life! We're gonna live! Slushy smashes the Mewtwo with one final blow, and Mewtwo's Terror explodes. Slushy survives the raid. Oh, there's only one ball that fits this occasion. Oh my god! Holy shit! First try! This game's entire story appears to be about finding your treasure, achieving what you want in life, making your dreams a reality. The professors wished for the Paradox Pokemon to be real. Arvin wished the Herba would heal his dog. The Loyal 3 wished for strength, intelligence, and beauty. Perrin wished that she would one day discover the Blood Moon Beast. Kieran wished for power. But Moxie-chan wished her adventure wouldn't end, and Moxicon's world began for just that purpose. And despite it seeming like his story had ended once we beat the Pokemon Scarlet base game, clearly his mission was not yet complete. Time ran a bit differently for Moxicon. He's done some stuff that we haven't got to yet. I started up his Violet game alongside Moxie-chan on the day these games came out, knowing I wanted some version exclusive Pokemon from him, but I didn't know the actual impact he'd have on our story. So, after Moxicon's world collapsed, and he found himself floating in the ether, he was somehow brought into Moxie-chan's raid, and has finally ended up back in Paldea. The Paldea of a different universe. His is gone, but he's here for a reason. What would you do if you found out the multiverse exists, and your universe ended because you failed at something, but you were given a chance to keep existing? There's a universe out there that's pretty much the same as yours, but the colors of your school are different, and your dog isn't a robot, and your professor isn't a guy. And in that universe, you're a girl. A girl you may or may not have had a crush on, and if she fails at something, her universe is gone too. How far would you go to save it? I was recording this moment live, and something insane happened. Moxicon's Mew flies over to Moxie-chan, and then Slushy flies over to Moxicon. It's been nearly a year since my Scarlet Nuzlocke, so these two haven't seen each other in a while, And there's some stuff Moxie-chan needs to know.
How many special people change? How many lives are living strange? Where you are, we getting on. Wake up the down and ask her why. Dream a dream, she never die. Where you are, we getting on. Someday you will find me company the landslide in a champagne supernova in the sky. Someday you will find me company the landslide in a champagne supernova, champagne supernova in the sky. How many special people change? How many lives are living strange? Where you are, we getting on. 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 We getting on.
We get a call from Clavel, who tells us that Serrano, the director of Blueberry Academy, wants us to join his school as an exchange student. He forgets why for a little while there, but eventually remembers that Carmine is the one that recommended us for the school, so that's nice. However, Blueberry Academy is all double battles. I suck at double battles, so I gotta put together the best team that I possibly can, and I'm going with the Sun team. Cindy's hidden ability is Drought, which sets up Sun for my team, and Yoga can take advantage of that Sun with her Fire Mask. But I also have Arc the Walking Wake. This is an ancient paradox form of Suicune, and it makes no sense that it exists. But I can't believe how much I like it. And despite being a water type, its ability gives it a +1 power boost in the Sun. I'm just gonna be devastated if either of these two die. Anyway, we board the plane, and this time we're heading off to Pokemon America. This is the Blueberry Academy, which is all the way in Unova, the region from Pokemon Black and White, and the majority of it is underwater. There we meet Lacey, who appears to be the descendant of Clay, one of the gym leaders from those games. Our school puts a great deal of emphasis on the art of Pokemon battling. I'm so scared, dude. And there's one other quality of our school that you'll finally like surprising. Yep, got that sentence correct. Wild Pokemon sometimes terrestrialize here. Why? You know what? I think it'd be great if the two of you had a battle. All right, we're doing this already. Lacey flexes her crystal hair clip, then sends out a Plusle and a Minor. I guess she's starting easy on us. Okay, Goldie's Intimidate goes off on both Pokemon, then Cindy's Drought sets up the Sun. Goldie crunches the Minun, but it does less than half, so everything's still very EV trained. The Plusle then goes for a Discharge, which hits both of my Pokemon and paralyzes Goldie. I have to be ready for double battle strats. Looks like my +- strategy isn't working. Guess it's time to go out with pure strength. What? After using two crappy Pikachu knockoffs, she brings out a Mega Threat, her daddy's ace, Excadrill. So we go for a super effective, sun-boosted Fire Terra Flamethrower to destroy it. Oh, she didn't live! Cindy dies in the first battle of the Indigo Disc. And this is just the beginning. This is too hard. Kill. We make it through, but my weather team is out the window. We add Mega the Driving King Gambit to the team. Then Serrano gives us the Blueberry Academy uniform at least, which looks sick. And he unlocks some new haircuts for us too. Pokeball Fade. Oh my god. If I lose the Indigo Disc Nuzlocke, Pokeball. Right there. We go back to the regular ponytail, then head into the terrarium to catch some new Pokemon and challenge the Elite Four. Lacey explains that we are underwater, but there's massive projectors on the walls that make it look like we're outside. She shows us the 4 different biomes in the terrarium. Tropical feels like my vibe. Then Serrano shows us the first sussy thing of the DLC. A massive orb in the sky that looks like Terrapagos' shield. That's what allows Pokemon to terrestrialize in the dome. Though I still don't know what the special material is within the terrarium core itself. Alright, we're gonna find that out, lady. Later. But I put all of it together, so I'm not certain myself. It was Briar. Lacey runs off for now and we go to chat with Perrin. I sure appreciated all the help you gave me in Kitakami tracking down that Blood Moon beast. And you even managed to evolve the Growlithe I entrusted to you. Yeah, we evolved it. Yeah, it's evolved. That's one splendid specimen of an Arcanine. It is a bit... Okay. Can she see it? I can sort of imagine Moxie-chan just holding it up, kind of. Oh no, I'm not going to draw that. There's no way, right? Perrin tells us that if we catch 200 Pokemon, she'll share a hot tip with us, which we'll do later. Finally, we're free to roam the terrarium. Ah! There's a whole ton of Gen 5 Pokemon around, including Blitzel, who I really like. The horn lights up. Did I not know that? But we don't end up using it. Eventually, we find Carmine in the central plaza. And it really felt like a battle was coming up. Oh, shit. Carmine leads with her Mighty Ina and a freaking Toucannon, which we use Fake Out on because I don't know what it does. Started hitting up its beak. Suki's Fake Out goes off and she gets burned. What? Goldie goes for a Thunderfang and now Goldie's burned. We switch into Arc and Mega, then Mega gets Brick Break to death. I feel like we're going to be losing at least one Pokemon per battle, dude. A Terra Ivy Cudgel from Yogurt ends the battle, and we got out with no main team members dead at least. Sorry, Mega. We overhear someone talking from below the stadium. That's... Oh! Oh, dude. Oh my god. That's Kieran. He almost saw us? He looks different. Keep your voice down. Hey, what? I thought I told you to train 5 Pokemon to battle with. Sorry, things have been really hectic at home this month. So that means you're okay being this weak forever? Is that what I'm hearing? No, well, since you're so busy, I'll go ahead and do you a favor. I'll write your resignation to the club for you. Oh, bro. I don't need people in my club who don't take it seriously. That was painful to watch. What a lovely surprise. It's just the annoying bozo I didn't want to run into. This is Drayden, and he's the worst. Drayden offers to show us the club room, and despite Carmine's jealous protesting, we're kind of just dragged along. I told you he was the worst. The club room is where all the Blueberry League trainers hang out, and apparently Carmine hasn't been spending much time here because Kieran is scaring the crap out of her, which is nuts. Drayden says he's a member of the Blueberry League, or the BBL, which I can't believe they call it that, which are basically the Elite Four and the champion of the Indigo Disc. Too bad you didn't make the cut, Carmine. Savage. If you want to officially join us, maybe we can have a cafeteria date to talk details. I didn't expect to be hit on by the Drayden guy. A cafeteria date. What does he even mean by that? Well, a date is... I know what a date is. Sorry, being here puts me on edge. We finally head over to the cafeteria for our date with Drayden. Oh, God. Okay, thought it was going to be Kieran. It is Kieran. What did you want to talk to me about? Nothing special. Just thought we could grab a bite. Oh, dude. I'm feeling the tension. You've got so much time to goof off. Why don't you just go train your Pokemon? You think maybe this is why you always lose to me? So I can't swing a lunch date with you, even if I've got your old pal with me? Oh my god, the smile, dude. Moxie-chan, read the room, dude. Read the room. Moxie? You didn't hear that she was coming to study abroad here? In fact, I was just asking Moxie to join the BBL League. What says the reigning BBL League champion, our mighty Kieran? Doesn't matter who I'm facing. I don't lose. At the front, Drayden helps us get signed up. I got a feeling you're trying to play Puppet Master. If I get a shot at battling Moxie, that's fine with me. He's gonna destroy me, isn't he? That's just peachy. You can't say that's just peachy. You better not go losing to anyone until our battle. I'll try my best, dude. Good. What? Kiki, you shouldn't talk to Moxie like that. Shut it, sis. Oh! Kieran walks off and we're officially signed up for the BBL League. Here's my problem. I want starters. Basically, if you get 12,000 BBQ points, you can make all the starters appear out in the wild. So while we're gathering points, we run around catching some Pokemon. We run into a Geraldon, who we call Bidge, an Alolan Vulpix called Shane. We find Chargestone Cavern, which looks exactly like Chargestone Cave from Pokemon Black and White. And in there, we find a metal alloy item, which evolves Bidge into a bridge. That is so weird. Back on the coast, we find Cocoa Puff the Whimsicott. We evolve Shane into an Alolan Ninetales, which always looks incredible. Then do like 3 hours of BP grinding with chat. There's also these funny looking Ditto blocks around for some reason. Oh, what happened? Finally, we had enough points to unlock the starters. It's time for bed though, because we have an Elite Four to do tomorrow. So I picked Pokemon Crystal back up again, and how good is this sprite? One of the things I missed about the old Pokemon games was looking forward to how your favorite Pokemon would look in the new updated sprite style of each game. And back then I was really stubborn. My mom told me that when I was like 6, I said it was my dream to draw for a living because otherwise it'd be a waste of my talent. Far out. But look where I am now, drawing for a toy company and making big stupid Pokemon videos on the side. Guess I'm still stubborn. You know, it's weird that Suicune hasn't been more integral to this story yet. Its head shape appears when you terrestrialize. The game is called Pokemon Crystal. Suicune's closely connected to the Unknowns, and the Unknowns can like literally make stuff out of people's imaginations in the Pokemon 3rd movie. They even do it in this like weird crystal way. It's got to tie in somehow, right? Oh god, these moving sprites are so good. This blew my mind as a kid, and I always called my Suicunes Aurora. Very original. 13,000 points, gone. I try out some of the throwing styles because I love customization like this, then finally headed out. So Greg was my first Nuzlocke starter ever, and he's basically become a god of our Nuzlocke, the Moxieverse. What I'm trying to say is, we're not going to find Greg here, but we are going to find his offspring. We run into a Charmander in the Savannah biome. Wait, stay in there, stay in there. You're going to die if you come out. Then finally... Oh, what? Nah! He looked so dumb. Get back shot. Oh, the wiggle. Nice. Meet Greg Jr., son of Greg. We run into some Squirtles, a Pig, and finally find a little Litten. Wow. Welcome to the team, Tyler. We then evolve Tyler into the, for some reason, wrestler cat Incineroar. I think I would like this Pokemon if he wasn't such a wrestler. I like him standing like this. This is sick. But then he starts doing this. Why does he do this for? I always hated this Pokemon, especially the way he spins with his signature move. Look, I'm just not a wrestling guy, sorry. But Jay doesn't seem to mind him. She keeps emoting at him and he doesn't do anything about it. Tyler's shy, I guess. Anyway, finally, 3 years after my first Pokemon Nuzlocke, I finally get to use a Feraligatr again. Holy crap, he looks so good. Woohoo! Oh, dude, he's huge. We use an ability patch to change his ability to Sheer Force. We turn Tyler's ability into Intimidate, and it turns out Alolan Ninetales gets Snow Warning. This ability sets the snow, just like Cindy did with his son. And he gets Aurora Veil, which doubles both the defenses of my whole team if you use it in the snow. And Blizzard goes 100% accurate in the snow! Looks like the weather team's back. We finally head through the ice to find Drayton. Let me be real, I'm counting on you to conquer the whole BB League, bud. That said, I'm not just gonna roll over and miss out on the fun. So watch out. Drayton just casually yawns before the fight, then throws out a freaking Dragonite and a Flygon. Big Intimidate. My team is insane. We fake out the Flygon to stop it using a ground move, then Aurora Veil up. Apparently in doubles, this only gives you a 30% boost to both your defenses, but that's still a ton. But the Dragonite goes for a Tailwind, doubling the speed on their side for 3 turns. Earthquake doesn't affect the Dragonite. Eat that up. Come on. Okay, Blizzard. That Dragonite took no damage. We parting shot Tyler out to Cocoa Puff as Drayton sends out a Kingdra. We pranks the Tailwind, putting our speed ahead of theirs again, then Blizzard as the Kingdra sets up the rain. Now I thought that would get rid of our Aurora Veil, but it turns out Aurora Veil stays even if the snow goes, which is insane. Terra Fairy Dazzling Gleam takes care of his last 2 Pokemon, and we're through with no deaths. Alright, on to the next battle. Drayton gives us a TM called Dragon Cheer, which apparently is what evolves Dipplin. What? There's like 6 of them in there. Ah. Game crashed. I just wanted to see how the shiny one looks. Hang on. Oh, I love that. That is crazy. I can't believe it's still inside an apple like that, to be honest. Hydreigon gets a signature move called Fickle Beam, which looks nuts. And apparently it has a small chance to double in power by attacking with all of the heads. I'm sure that move won't get us killed at some point. We decide to fight Lacey and her fairy types next, but before that, there's this thing called the Synchro Machine in this game that lets you enter the mind of your Pokemon and run around with them. Oh, yes, think, Moxie-chan, think. Oh my god, I'm a Meowscarada. She's so fast. Wait, let's try a flying Pokemon. Oh no. Oh, you literally do fly. I'm playing Ark Survival Evolved. If they can do this, why can't you just ride on any Pokemon? Just put the character on top of that. That's probably way harder. Lacey leads with her Grand Bull and a Whimsicott of her own, but they get Blizzard Body Slammed to death. Out comes Primarina and Galarian Slowbro. What the hell, Shell Sidearm? We switch Shane out to Plume with a Pheasantipity, Macus kills the Slowbro, then Primarina gets cross-poisoned to death. Finally, out comes the Excadrill again, which, yeah, was Terra Fairy the whole time. A few Flash Cannons from Beard ends the battle, and we're halfway through the Elite Four. Did you see our Pokemon battling it out? Oh, that's very cute animation, though. It's almost too much. They were just too cute even for me. You're the cutest, Lacey. Nope, wrong. We're not talking about me. We're talking about my Pokemon. All right, fair. Very nice. Drayton shows up afterwards, and so does Kieran. I was getting worried. It'd be so disappointing if Moxie had gotten weaker. Come on, dude. You're insane. You are possessed or influenced negatively by a peach. All right, so yeah. Crispin wants us to make him a sandwich. Let him cook, Jesse. Jesse, let him cook. Oh, Jesse. Wait, don't you can get away with not doing this, right? I'm a bit surprised you didn't put bread on top, though. Is that a Paldean thing? That's funny. All right, Elite Four number 3. Taking an ice type to a fire gym leader isn't usually recommended, but Aurora Veil is so good that it feels worth it. I take it there's some messy history between you and Kieran, huh? Yeah. Does seem like Drayton's cooking up something fishy too. Right, okay. Everything's getting so complicated. Can't you all just get over yourselves? Holy crap. I like this guy. If you want to say something, just say it. If you want to do something, just do it. I agree. Crispin sends out a Rotom Heat and a Talonflame. We fake out the Talonflame so it can't priority Brave Bird us and set up the Veil as Rotom goes for the overheat. Oh god! Alright, huge damage. I switch in Snot and Arc as the Talonflame sets up Sunny Day. Oh shit. However, Arc the Walking Lake, the key member of our attempted Sun team, goes absolutely crazy in the sun. His photosynthesis boosted, sun boosted Hydro Steams are unstoppable. Arc crazy. I love this Pokemon. Nice. Up to the final Elite Four battle we go. Steel types. And I'm thinking about bringing Shane again. But he does have a 4 times weakness to Steel. So he switched Shane's Terra to Fire, which means he'll resist Steel now instead. Your name is Agias, yes? That's funny as. Amaris gives Sandwich a supplement made out of Herba Mystica and temporarily teaches him how to fly for her flying trial. But his flying controls can't be inverted. Oh, this is disgusting. It's gonna be hard. All right, hold up, down, up. Up is up, down, left, up! Oh, one thing I want to ask you. It concerns Kieran. What is he to you, Moxie? Right now, I don't know what his deal is. I can't tell if he hates me or if we're actually friends. If possible, I want to be the one to help him. You? Amaris leads with a Skarmory and a Dug Trio. There's something I didn't think about. Turning Shane into a fire type gives Shane a ground type weakness. The power of Cindy compels you. We take out the Dug Trio, Aurora Veil, then Skarmory body presses Tyler for super effective damage. Now an Earthquake is coming, so we switch Freddy and Arc in, take it pretty well, then KO the Dug Trio and Skarmory, then out comes a freaking Scissor. Jesus Christ. What ball was that? So we go to Bidge and Blood Moon the Reuniclus to death with Freddy, and we're down to the last 2 Pokemon. Metagross. Metagross goes Terra Steel, but it's too little too late. An Earth Power and Aura Sphere ends the battle. Elite Four done. The battles hadn't felt too bad so far, but little did I know what was coming. Your desire to help Kieran is evidently greater than my own. Oh! It's up to you to help Kieran, Moxie. I entrust my wish to you. That's the BB League all beaten. You schooled every elite one of us. Ah, funny. So you and only you have the right to challenge the sitting BB League champion, Kieran. Oh, God. Oh, hi. Took you a while to beat the Elite Four. Kind of slow for you, isn't it? Nice, Kieran. We aren't told anything about Kieran's type or team or anything. All I know is Yogurt is definitely coming along. I decided to switch Shane's Terra to Fairy now, and we finally meet up with Drayton again. Here's the Dracer take. I like Kieran better when his hair was down. He used to be this quiet little kid, trembled like a leaf, had all the spine of a wimpod. I tell you what, when it came to Pokemon battling, I never saw so much joy in anyone's eyes as his. Then out of nowhere, he changed. Now he's relentless, pushes himself, pushes everyone around him. Nothing good's gonna come of this. Someone's gotta snap him out of it. The championship match will begin soon. Just make sure you're ready. Kept me waiting. I worked so hard for a chance to show you what I can really do, Moxie. I put everything into studying and making my Pokemon stronger. I crushed the Elite Four and became champion. All of that hard work, all of it. All of it was just so I could beat you, right here, right now. What? Kieran leads with a Politoed and a Dragonite, which means he ditched his Poliwrath. We send out Yogurt, and it touches a nerve. You got some nerve bringing out the Ogre now of all times? Politoed, who has the ability Drizzle, sets the rain when it enters the field. And because Politoed is slower than Shane, its rain stays and our snow never gets set. So I can't use Aura Veil. And that's the only reason we've gotten this far. Big damage. Okay, 1 down. Hurricane. Oh, you lived it! Focus Sash, crazy. You like that? See how hard I've trained? Not the kid you battled in Kitakami, huh? And if you thought Kieran wasn't big enough of a gamer, he has an Incineroar too. It intimidates us, but we spike his shield with Yogurt to protect for a turn as Kieran targets her with both his Pokemon. He is out for blood. Bidge Aura Spheres Incineroar for a ton. We switch Yogurt to Freddy, then we get ready for a hit from the Incineroar. Aura Sphere? How are you faster than an Incineroar? What was that? Oh god. Porygon Z. Back and wave, big damage. Wow, what? Having something this strong and defensive on my team almost feels unfair. Hyper Beam! You lived that, you lived that! Perrin is not going to be happy about that. It's dead. Porygon Z is gone, but we are down one massive team member. And it doesn't end there. Dragonite Hurricanes Bidge, and he gets confused. Kieran sends out a Grimmsnarl as we send out Shane and set the snow. It sets up the light screen, making special moves do half the damage to its side as we set the veil up. Come on, man. 25% chance. You're kidding me. Hurricane. Consume it. No. Confusion has a 25% chance to make you hit yourself. So we switch Shane out for Arc as Grimmsnarl reflects. Come on, bitch. Not 2 in a row. Yes. All right, very fast. Huge damage. Come on. Bitch, you legend! Breaks out of confusion. Becomes bridge. Dragonite's down. Oh my god. Finally, the Hydrapple comes out. I want to read the Terra, Poison, and Hydro theme. I don't know if I believe in Pokemon enough to do the story right for this to become a poison type. Despite the lack of belief, we go for it. I don't need the old me anymore. I've changed. I'll show you I can change again. Kieran throws his Terra Orb, and the Hydrapple becomes Poison. Fighting type. Why? Why? We hit it neutrally with a Hydro Steam and get a crit. Even Luck's chosen you over me. It's not fair. It's just not fair. Bidge goes for a neutral Dragon Pulse, which does nothing. I'll keep on winning too, you know. Victory will be mine and mine alone. Fickle Beam. Not Arc. No, not the triple. Oh, I didn't think. We just lost 2 of my most powerful and most reliable Pokemon. And I really wanted Arc to come with me the whole way. We bring out Shane and click the Terra button. That's super effective to both. Dazzling Gleam goes off and does less damage than I expected. My Terra didn't go off! Gyro Ball! Terra! I swear I pressed it! The Terra boosted Draining Kiss ends the battle, and we've become the champion of the Blueberry League. He's not going to be happy about this. Huh? Oh no. Why? That's what's supposed to happen. No. No. Ugh! He's getting possessed! Way to go, both of you. That was awesome. Read the room, dude. Oh, get red. Mental breakdown time. Wait. Good match, you two. Too bad about the outcome, though, huh? Oh, bro. Not the attitude. Ex-champion. You go, buddy. Way to go. Guess we got a new BB League champion. The Academy's got a prize for people like you who make it all the way to being champion. Here, all yours. Master Ball? Okay, cool. Hey, Kieran. This may not mean much coming from a guy who couldn't beat you, but I wish you'd go back to having fun with all this. I get that burning desire to win. I mean, who doesn't like winning? Just don't let the desire burn you to a crisp. It's hard to watch. Come on. Let's all go and... Oh boy, here we go. Next time. Oh god. Come again? I won't lose. Next time. For sure. I'll win. Next time. I'll win. Oh my god. It's an announcement for the following students. BB League champion Kieran. Top Elite 4 member Drayton. Carmine of class 3-2. Moxie, our exchange student. Miss Briar and some guests would like to see you. We haven't seen her at all yet. Please proceed to class 1 to 4, or whatever, as soon as possible. I head to bed at this point, but it was clear shit was about to go down. We spent like 6 hours the next day getting 200 Pokemon for the Pokedex so that Perrin would share her hot tip. Done. Take a look at these photos, would you? massive crystal tower. Oh, there's Raging Bolt. Totally unknown Pokemon in totally unknown places. If they're real, it'd be a huge deal. Of course, you know how it is these days, right? These photos totally could be fakes. These photos could be fakes. Why do they keep saying that stuff, you know? We head up to Briar's classroom, and I am still extremely sus about her. I want all of you here to join me on an expedition to the secluded and mysterious Area Zero. I'm hoping we can find Terrapagos, the legendary Pokemon slumbering in Area Zero. Terrapagos? A legendary Pokemon? Rather an exciting idea, isn't it? Cheetah? More than a decade ago, the Pokemon League provided support for research on Area Zero. But at our Pokemon League, we've had trouble finding capable personnel, not to mention time to study Area Zero. So, you reached out to me, as I've been requesting access to the area for quite some time now. She reached out to Briar? So what do you say? Will you join our little team as we explore Area Zero? Yeah, I'm in. Splendid. Well said, Champion Moxie. Well, I think it's already decided that I'm going. Sorry, but I'll pass on this one? Drayden says no? I'm curious what our mighty ex-champion is thinking, though. God, just drill it in. I'm going. If there's a legendary Pokemon there, I want to find it and catch it. This time, I won't let this chance go. My dream of exploring Area Zero is finally becoming a reality. They said it again! Champion Moxie, would you be so kind as to take this for me? Ah! The Indigo Disc is an item! It's a TM! I thought Terrapagos was the Indigo Disc. I had my investigation team look into it. It's certainly not a TM, nor is it a mere tool for storing data. While stocking up on items, we run into this guy. All Pokemon trainers dream of might. I'd love to see a Pokemon with the Mightiest Mark one day. Can you show me one? Wait! My other thing was that the Mightiest Mark Pokemon might be the Pokemon to get Terraforms. But that Pokemon is Charizard the Unrivaled. It must be the mightiest of all. I'm gonna teach you a pose that's all the rage in Galara's thanks. Oh no, I learned the Charizard pose emote. Well, maybe we'll unlock them after we beat Terrapagos. I'll find this legendary Pokemon in Area Zero, no matter what it takes. That's the spirit, Kieran. Are you insane? All right then, shall we? One plane trip later, leaving Jade and our other Pokemon behind, we're back to Area Zero again. We made it. Finally here. Area Zero. The place I've dreamed about for years. Wowzers. God, he still says wowzers sometimes. He's trying not to say wowzers anymore. We should start by making for the Zero Lab down in the depths. You take the lead, Moxie. I wanted to make sure we found the new paradoxes, and before long, we found Raging Bolt. Catching legendaries in Nuzlocke is always risky, but we can't let this Pokemon be. Luckily, Tyler has the ability to intimidate, fake out for damage, and then parting shot to lower its stats even more. 20 premium balls later, we get the crit capture. Welcome to the team, Horizon. Back up the top of the crater's edge is gouging fire. Oh, I love this. Somehow, first ball, we catch it. It seemed likely we'd be able to fuse these three Paradox Pokemon to create the imagined Pokemon from the Scarlet book, because that seemed like the only way this illustration could make any sense. The problem is, Ark is dead. These Pokemon have to get explained though, right? Ancient versions of the legendary beasts should be impossible. Ho-Oh created them like 150 years ago. There can't be prehistoric ones. Anyway, finally we make it to the bottom of Area Zero. And once again, to save myself from spoilers, Chad is gone. It's all me. Last time we were here, this little thing opened up the Zero Lab for us, where we found the Professor's AI copy and the elevator to the time machine, which is where all these Paradox Pokemon were coming from. This time we put the Indigo Disc in, and it redirects the elevator. But that animation of putting a CD into a tray takes me right back to my childhood again. Some of my best memories involve my friends, a DS, and my GameCube or PS2, playing on this old CRT TV that I still have, while listening to CDs with songs on them that we burned from LimeWire. But the memories are definitely hazy. They almost feel like the experiences of a different person. Or maybe I'm just getting old. Anyway, we head into the Zero Lab one last time. Oh my, did you use this elevator last time to reach the mysterious room I mentioned? I think so. This feels like a different room, but I think I did. Did you already forget what happened last time you were here? No, this room just feels different. Perhaps this is a side effect of prolonged exposure to Area Zero. Now that Brian mentions it, there are quite a few people who've had memory loss in Pokemon games recently, including Serrano, who apparently was on an expedition to Area Zero before. But the majority of Pokemon trainers who've had memory problems outside of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are ones who have been sent through time and space, and they're normally called Fallers. Ingo from Legends Arceus is one example, who got time-space traveled from Pokemon Black and White. We find Luca washed up on a beach with no memories in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, when he's supposed to be from Pokemon Platinum, and those two games are set in totally different universes. Annabelle in X and Y has vague memories of a different life from Pokemon Emerald. And those two games are also set in different universes. And these two characters spend a lot of time investigating ultra space portals. We find Mon, Lucamine's husband, washed up on a beach with no memories, and he definitely went through an ultra wormhole. The same thing happens to our player character when we get pulled through space by Arceus in Legends Arceus. So why does the same thing happen when you're around Terra energy for too long? Well, we're about to find out. We head into the elevator, and this time we're going down really fast, way past the time machine room, until finally... Oh boy. Crazy crystals coming from the sky. We've not seen that before. Hey. What's all this stuff? Oh my god. Oh! This is a report written by the esteemed Professor Sada. She lied to us. A massive cavern exists beneath Area Zero. And there slumbers Terrapagos, the hidden treasure of Area Zero. It is the hidden treasure of Area Zero. I called it. In this cavern, I've witnessed the terrestrial phenomenon occurring in a way I've never seen above ground. Terrestrialization that appears to hold the power of every known type. I have dubbed this Terra type the Stellar type for now. While investigating the hidden treasure, I found myself suddenly transported to a great height, near a lake that smelled of sulfur. Based on temperature and humidity, I believe it to have been the eastern lands I've read about before. And there, a child gave me a white volume. Hello? I head a little further in and find a massive cluster of deeper blue crystals. Then out of nowhere... Oh, whoa, Super Terra! That looks amazing. Hey, get back! You're no good in a battle, Miss Briar. There it goes. Sterila? Oh my god, wow. What the hell? What type are you? Hang on. Fake out is not very effective. It still has its normal typing? Rock slide? No! Did it Terra Rock just then? Does it get access to every Terra? Defeating the Stellar Glamora makes the crystal go away. We head further in. Okay, so paradoxes are down here. You are a dream weird... Oh, Shadow? What was that? That is sus. There's something going on with the Peach thing, man. Tyler beats it and the next room opens up, which takes us all the way to the bottom where water is starting to form. So we swim on over to the last Stellar Pokemon and we discover the tree. Hello. Hi. Don't point at me like that, dude. You are so alien and sus. The freaking level 80 Garganacl Stellar Terra's in front of the tree, but Tyler smacks it until it explodes. It feels like this tree is supposed to be the source of Herba Mystica, the stuff that apparently healed Arven's dog. And Kayla's capsule discovered something really cool. The maze in Artisan actually depicts a map of Area Zero. And this area that we're in now, which previously we couldn't get to, is called the Harvest. So it's around now I'm expecting fruit to get kind of important, especially considering we haven't met this evil Peach Pokemon yet. There's some posters back in Paldea, which have foreshadowed everything in the DLC so far. It's a teal mask one, a water and turtle one, and a yellow fruit one. This yellow fruit, which I'm pretty sure is a yuzu, is shown next to a peach in the Scarlet book. It has to be important. Dude, don't run ahead. Don't. This is what he does, man. Just so you know, we were also fending off wild Pokemon while you were away. So me and my team are just about spent. Oh, great. Okay, so you can't help us in the future. That's not foreshadowing. Holy shit. Oh, this is the hole. Oh my god. Crystal Universe. Hidden treasure, where is it? Oh my god. There, Kieran, up ahead. There's something among those pillars. Oh, it is the little thing. Give me a moment. I just need to check something. Kieran, chill, dude. If I can get the hidden treasure of Area Zero. No! I can finally beat Moxie. No, you do not. Kiki, you still going on about that nonsense? Oh, shut it, sis. Moxie has everything I've ever wanted. She's got strong Pokemon. She can go anywhere she wants, and she can be friends with anyone. I loved Ogerpon since forever ago, but even Ogerpon chose her over me. Kiki, you did your best too. Even you, sis. You were being all nasty towards her at first, but then boom, you were like best friends in no time. Like, well, I've got nothing. I worked so hard, and for what? I still lost in the end. Briar, this is all I have left now. Briar's just reading. Found it. This crystal is definitely what we are looking for. Go on, Kieran. Pull with everything you've got. Show us the hidden treasure of Area Zero. Oh no, he's got it. There's no doubting it. This crystal must be Terrapagos. Why is she so weird? Oh, here we go. Wow, what the heck? Oh. Ah! Hi! Boop! Oh god, it's so cute. Hello? Hi! No! No way! He must have pulled it! What? That was Terrapagos. You caught it, right? Finally. Why do you have a Master Ball? The Academy's got a prize for people like you make it all the way to being champion. Here, all yours. Hey, Kieran, ex-champ. We should get back to having fun with all this. I get that burning desire to win. I mean, who doesn't like winning? Just don't let the desire burn you to a crisp. It's hard to watch. Kieran catches Terrapagos and gets his wish. The fact that you brought along a Master Ball tells me you were very well prepared for this. Think you could give us a little demonstration of Terrapagos' power right now? Okay, great. Oh, you heard it, Moxie. I'm also itching to see what Terrapagos can do. Get ready so we can start. Our strongest team of DLC Pokemon is ready to take on Kieran, and the legendary Pokemon that is the source of terrestrialization. And who knows what the hell else. Maybe brace yourself. This time I'll definitely beat you, Moxie. Oh, wow. Terra Shift? Wow. Oh, it's just a battle. It's tiny. There is no way anyone expected it to be that small. So this is the Hidden Treasure's true form. With this, I can win for sure. What type are you? You're every type. You don't have any weakness. You're a Stellar type. I'm faster than it. Its stats can be lowered. Dragon. No, it's going to be every type. No, it's going to be no type. We try Binge, who at least has a lot of resistances. Oh, no! Terra Shell? Made a Shell Gleam. It's distorting type mashups. What? Resisted? Crits. That was a lucky crit. How can you get critical hits even at a time like this? What are you, the hero of this story? Oh, God. Are you a Steel type now? But it doesn't matter. I'm going to use Aura Sphere, and you're going to change your type again. Right? No. Oh! It has a weakness? I thought this was the Hidden Treasure of Area 0. Okay, don't crit, don't crit, don't crit, don't crit. We switch out to Yogurt, and this time Kieran has nothing to say. Yogurt takes a crit Earth power like nothing, then Ivy cudgels for a ton of damage. Oh! Rampagos' power should be... Yeah, here we go. Should be far greater than this. Could it be we're missing something? Oh my god, okay. Finish this thing. I'm ready for round 2, and I'm shaking. Why? No, something's not right. Its terrestrial energy output is far too low. Not to mention the fact that it looks different from the illustration in the Scarlet book. Kieran, you must terrestrialize Terrapagos this instant. Oh. All right, here we go. Big. Oh. I knew it, the Scarlet book was right. She's sweating. This is the hidden treasure of Area 0. Oh. Oh my, what? It's got a Terrapagos. What? There's the shield thing underneath it. Chill! Ken! Ooh! Yes! No, you did not just do that nod. Uh-oh. He's getting out of hand, Kiki. Sandwich! You should return Terrapagos to its ball. Okay? Come back. Yeah, I don't think so, dude. His Master Ball broke! He won't go back inside. It broke a Master Ball. What is this thing? Wow. It's crystal. It's broken under there. I mean, it's shield. What the heck? Ah! His energy output is going haywire. We're all in serious danger if we can't bring it under control. I'm sorry, kids, but please, you need to stop Terrapagos. Come on, Kiki, you need to do something too. We've got to get Terrapagos under control. No, he's not going to be happy about this. No, this wasn't supposed to happen. It's all my fault. Oh, God. Wow. Energy has begun to gather. It's got a shield. Intimidate goes off, lowering its attack. So considering its stats can be lowered, we go for the parting shot. Rage powder? Can the center of attention? Oh, yes. It failed. Terra Starstorm. Wow. Oh my God. I can't lower its stats. Bridge isn't healed. You are kidding me. That thing became the center of attention. So Tyler can get an attack off. I tried Throat Shot, which does nothing. Using a barrier to reduce damage? In that case, terrasling your Pokemon might help? No! Why Tyler? I thought he used Rage Powder. Okay, we have to terraslize someone. I don't have a ground resist except Yogurt. I didn't expect the DLC to come full circle like this. We're forced to go to Yogurt. Alright. Special defense fell? Not the time. Defiance! What? Your Terra Orb lacks the charge? You are joking me. We go for an Ivy Cudgel, and even with the +2, it doesn't do much. Zen Headbutt. Oh, we knew that. I was going to say it's non-stab, but it doesn't matter. Sinister. Yes. We Terra Yogurt into a Teal Mask Terraform and smash it with a Terra Ivy Cudgel. Huge. That special defense drop was insane. What? Okay, it just took my Terra away? Absorbed Wrestling. Terrapagos goes for a massive Zen Headbutt, and for a split second, I thought it killed Yogurt. But instead, Sinister dies. We're down to the 1v1. My Sinister's knocked out. This isn't good. It's just too strong. Oh, no. Shield again? You need to get in there and battle Kiki. Moxie's doing all the work. Come on, Kiki. It's no good. I'm useless. After messing with the type matchups, it now resists Ivy Cudgel. We try play rough. Oh, my God. Crit, which do we praised? Am I getting friendship stuff? Yogurt takes a massive Zen Headbutt. Then we go for another Terra Ivy Cudgel. I didn't Terra! I pressed the Terra button. Why does this keep happening? When I be out and start thinking again, it turns off your Terrastalize. Now I have to switch instead of Terra, or Yogurt has to die. How good would an Aurora Veil be right now? We switch Yogurt to Shane and set the snow. All right, this is non-stab. No, it is stab. Oh my God. Okay, this is fine. We're faster. That's so good. All right, the tactic is back. Terra Starstorm. I still don't know what the hell the deal with this move is. Wow. Hit it up. Dazzling Gleam. If we get crit, Shane dies. Oh, I actually Terra, thank God. Didn't break. No crit. I think I have to sacrifice Shane. Shane breaks its shield right now. I can't afford to go to anyone else and start tearing. I have to. I'm sorry, Shane. You did your job. You are the only reason we made it this far. Come on. Took out Terra. Surely can't keep doing that over and over again. Oh, it's going to run out of... It's going to not be able to do it again. Moxie's in trouble. You need to help her. Kiki. Can't help anyone. Come on, Kieran. Let's do it. Let's do it together. Come on, man. Come on, Kieran. Let's do it. Let's do it together. Come on, man. Banger. He's got his eyes back. He's crying. No. Ah! He's back. No way. Hydrapple. Oh. Almost unbelievably, Terapagos doesn't hit back and Shane lives. And we are not done here. Shane lives! It's Greg Horizon. We go to Horizon and take a Starstorm. Ate it up. Spirit Bomb? Does nothing. We go for a massive Terra Thunderbolt with Horizon, taking Terapagos down to its last chunk of HP and breaking its shield, to the point where it seems like it can't regenerate it. We ran out of energy. It's done. I want to bring Greg in for no reason to finish it. The flex. How could the mascot of my channel not make it into the climax battle? The Roar Veil's gone. Oh, wait, not very effective? Hydrapple's dead. You got a Dragonite. You got more Pokemon. Ice Punch. What? Not very effective. Junior. Oh, Thunder. Are you going to take the kill? Oh, finish it. No. Junior. You take one. You take one. You take one. Nah, he's fine. Greg built different. Finish it. Kieran. I know I can count on you, Moxie. You got this. Dream Ball. I don't even know if they're going to explain the dream theory, but I believe it. I let my obsession lead you all into a very dangerous situation. I'm so sorry, everyone. You should be. You gotta keep your obsessiveness in check. She's just obsessed. Just like Seda.
My mom believed that nonsense and even managed to make it a reality. There's like these subtle cues that kind of imply that it's all bullshit. The word imagination has been thrown around a lot in this game, and none of these Paradox Pokemon actually make any sense. Arvin thinks that Seda got so fixated on these ancient Pokemon that she read about in the book that it made her want to see one for herself. That she basically made them real.
I messed up too. I looked up to Moxie for so long. I wanted to be like her so badly. I didn't know what else to do. But I guess I just don't have it in me to be like her after all. Finally I can let it go. You finally let it go. Oh, Kira, Carmine's gonna cry. No way. Oh my god. Someone said to go back to Crystal Pool. We're not done. Hey, Moxie. Look, I know it caused a lot of trouble for the League Club and everyone. I want to give everyone a proper apology. Including you, Moxie. So I'm sorry. I guess what I'm trying to say is... Oh, the little look. I want to make things right. Do you think... we could start over from zero and be friends again? Hey! We're gonna leave you two behind if you don't hurry up. Yeah, alright. Kieran redeemed. Sheesh. Oh, nice. Very nice. We get called back to Briar's classroom, and it turns out she's been writing up all the details about the expedition and turning it into a book. Briar's book. The book is white. The child. The book is white. We are child. So there is going to be a time loop paradox. We book it for the Crystal Pool, and Terapagos pops out of his ball. We're doing it now. There it is. It's a curious development. We're somehow broken through the boundaries of space-time. Is it not dreams? This is quite literally back in time. She is real right now. This happened to her 20 years ago. And who are you? You haven't met me yet. How did you forget who I was? You did. Because you're Seda. You're not AI Seda. Oh my god. This Pokemon. Is this the Winged King? We call it Koraidon. Is that right? This name is Koraidon. Did we just name it? We just named it! We just freaking named Koraidon. Though, of course, the complexities of space-time are beyond count. It's possible that our encounter might not even be occurring in a timeline connected to my own. She's doing multiple timelines. The sun sets, and finally we get our answers. Is there anything that you'd like to ask me? I mean, the first thing is like, what about your family? What about Arvin? I'm not sure how much of this I've explained, but the whole reason this story begins is because Professor Seda basically ditches her son. Arvin's basically forced to live on his own with Sandwich the Koraidon because she gets completely obsessed with her research. Arvin releases Koraidon into the wild, leaving Koraidon exhausted on a beach, where we find him, and this year-long Nuzlocke kicks off. But that makes Seda a bad parent, and I want to know why she did it. Oh, you even wish to know about my private life. I do have a family, a son. Oh boy. Probably at home right now. Well, no. I suppose right now could be inaccurate. Whenever and wherever he is, I imagine he must be quite lonely. Oh my god. What are you studying now then? I'm researching methods to catch Pokemon that live in different timelines, so I might transport them to the present day in my own timeline. Before this interaction, no one had ever mentioned different timelines before. In fact, AI Seda specifically mentioned points on the timeline, so this is very different. The book you have there. Don't recognize its cover. What is it? Descriptions of the Area Zero Underdepths and a record of Terrapagos awakening? That is a book that would ignite the imagination of any true scientist. I'm sorry, but I simply must have the time to read this book more thoroughly. Oh, the mist is closing in once again. Oh no, he doesn't want her to go. Seda offers to trade the hidden treasure of Area Zero for her Scarlet book. I appreciate this more than you can imagine. Perhaps I should take this chance to go home and enjoy a bit of downtime with a good book. Did we just make another timeline where she goes and hangs out with Arvin? Bid you adieu. This mist does look suspiciously familiar, doesn't it? In Pokemon Black and White, the entire concept of the Dream World was introduced, and it's a world you could actually go to. A world that Muna and Musharna were very closely tied to. These two Pokemon emit a very similar purpley pink mist, known as Dream Mist, that Terrapagos is using right now to connect our universes. So if Terrapagos is showing people things from other universes with the power of Dream Mist, and it does take into account the desires of someone that's involved, if this moment is someone's dream being turned into reality, then whose dream is it? But Seda is explaining this as all multiversal time and space travel. No one's dreams are becoming reality. It's all just coincidental space blending. But it almost feels too coincidental that Heath would see exactly what he expected to down there. And Ursaluna would appear for Perrin on a misty night when she's having a breakdown. And Seda would appear right when she has to for this whole story to work. But what I'm very happy to hear is that the Paradox Pokemon aren't from our future or past. They're from completely different universes where the whole Pokemon world is different. So terrestrialization might actually be the powers of the multiverse. I need to shout Kayla's capsule out again, because she put this so perfectly. If there's a universe where all the Pokemon are ancient beasts and one where they're all robots, there must be a universe where all the Pokemon's types are swapped. There's probably so many different universes that there's every Pokemon of every type. So maybe the reason Pokemon can terrestrialize into different types is because they're tapping into other multiversal versions of themselves. This would also explain why people who spend too much time around Terra Energy have their memory affected in the same way that people who have jumped universes, because it's like a dream. You know how some nights you wake up from a dream and how quickly your memory fades? Well, actually, every human dreams every single night, whether you remember the dream or not. So in the Pokemon universe, it seems like the brain interprets multiversal travel in the same way as your brain interprets a dream, in order to protect the sanity of the person who just traveled into an entirely different existence. That makes sense to me. So, that Seda we talked to was from a different universe. Seda giving away her copy of the Scarlet book, the one that has her childhood signature on it, means that her timeline can't play out like ours anymore. That specific book was the key to the time machine, which was the thing that brought the Paradox Pokemon here in the first place. So without the book, will she even be able to make the time machine? Will she even want to anymore if now she decides to go back and see Arvin? We might have saved Arvin's family in another universe. So it turns out every save file is its own universe. I didn't just make that up. And in Scarlet and Violet, we're seeing an infinite connection between them. This moment must have happened again and again and again, varying slightly every time. And this is actually why Terrapagos is designed the way it is. It is inspired by a world turtle, and in multiverse theory, there's an expression called turtles all the way down. It refers to the ancient idea that the world sat atop of a massive turtle. But what did that turtle stand on? Well, it's on the back of an even bigger turtle, which can just explain itself indefinitely. Look familiar? Okay, hang on. We still have the big boss fight of the Indigo Disc and a third DLC about the pitch, where things definitely don't go horribly bad. But I was ready to set up the ending of this video to be like, oh damn, look how wrong I was about the whole unconscious dreams becoming a reality thing. How funny. After Seda's explanation, that seems like it, and it seems like everyone in the community agrees. And yet, I've come back around. I think desire granting is part of Terrapagos' power. It's both multiversal time travel and dreams, and I think that makes this entire story work. It just makes my video less funny. What are the odds that Heath saw exactly the things he thought he'd see the deeper he got into Area Zero, where Terrapagos Terapagos' power was radiating. There's even dream mist in this old photo. Terapagos brought things from alternate timelines that lined up with what he imagined he'd see. Terapagos made Heath's dream a reality. So was it on purpose? Well, the crystal pool might explain it. It has that reputation that you might see someone dead there, so people go there with people and Pokemon who have died on their mind, and boom, that thing shows up in the universe. Which is why Terapagos specifically brings us Seda at the crystal pool. It could in theory bring anyone to the pool, I guess, but it's reacting to our desires. Our desires are required here for this meeting to happen. Otherwise, why would it bring Seda? Terapagos reading desires, on purpose or not, gives everything reason and meaning. The time loop gets justified in the lore of the game. Terapagos' stellar Pokedex entry even mentions that Terapagos resembles the world as the ancients saw it, which means that even its own terrestrial stellar form looks the way it does because of the way ancient people imagined the world. Its own physical manifestation is a reflection of people's imagination. What? And that even gets me thinking about Pokemon X and Y again. About the ultimate weapon looking like it's made out of crystals that look very similar to Terra crystals, and how AZ used it to grant one of his desires, bringing back his dead Floette, which has a lot in common with Paradox Pokemon, not to mention the Paradox Pokemon that directly reference Mega Evolution. There has been a lot of subtle X and Y references. Kalos is supposed to be right there on the map, and Zygarde and Terapagos are both very hexagon connected, and could Ogerpon's friend have been AZ? Anyway, this all ties right back in with the theme of the game. Finding your treasure, making your dreams a reality. As long as you take action, your dreams become reality in this world, thanks to the magical powers of a turtle, or not, which means we really need to go find this Peach Pokemon, because there's still a lot of unexplained stuff here. And hey, maybe I'm wrong about everything. Maybe the constant use of the words dream and imagination were all just a clever marketing ploy to keep us, the players of the game, wrapped up in a mystery and wait for this DLC to drop, so they could bait and switch and say it was all multiverse all along. Moxie-chan wakes up in her bed, back in Paldea once more. That actually happens. We go back to Arvin to show him his mother's Scarlet book and see if we can tell him about what just happened. But we aren't even given a dialogue box option. The game doesn't let us tell him. This is the second time Moxie-chan hasn't been able to say something thanks to video game logic. However, this book is supposed to be what makes the time machine work, so we head back down to Area 0 to test it out. On the way, Amara's teaches Sandwich how to permanently fly, and at the top of the Terra Orb thing, we find 50 Stellar Terra Shards. So I think you know what we're gonna do with them. Jade goes Stellar. It is all rainbow too. It looks really good. Look, with that little Terapagos on top. See ya, buddy. Oh, get started on to another universe. Enjoy Pokemon Violet, Mochi. Now, after all these Master Ball shenanigans, I don't know how I feel about catching Pokemon in those anymore. Master Balls seem almost inherently unethical. You get to guaranteed catch the Pokemon without giving them a choice at all. So, Moxie-chan lets Mewtwo go. We go back down to the Zero Lab, but it turns out you can't go back to the time machine room at all. I guess they lock you out of doing that because otherwise there'd be a big plot hole here. The elevator now always takes you down to the depths, where this time we find a Terra Stellar Garchomp and a room full of tons of Terra Shards and a Meteor Beam TM, which really feels like a hint. I'm still convinced Terapagos came here from space, or at least the Terra Energy did, just like Necrozma and Eternatus. And if it crashed here on a meteor, and that created Area 0, that might explain the Crystal Pool's existence too. Wait, what type is this Pokemon? It's normal type? After all that, Terapagos is normal type. I don't know if you noticed, but the noise that happens when you terrestrialize was Terapagos' cry the whole time. Anyway, Team Star is back and they're dressing like normal people, which is super weird. And I swear they're in this DLC for this one line. How important do you think dreams are? The game is taunting us. So, out of nowhere, Game Freak announces a third special DLC, and it's focused around the Peach. And I was ready for this to be a big climactic event that finally answers our questions about the dreams. I had to wait a few days for it to come out though, so in the meantime, we wrap up the Indigo Disc. To make the final boss battle happen, we have to invite a bunch of the teachers and gym leaders and stuff over from Paldea. And we have to battle them and do a trade with them, and then that's it. No, it's the shoes. It's just the butterflies. The butterfly tulips up first, and luckily Junior just sweeps her entire team. The next day was Christmas, or Moxmas as we called it. It's nearly Christmas. And I was also spinning a wheel and doing whatever the wheel says I had to do. Oh, not at the beginning! We got a timer? No! Australians know it's too much. The juices. We do some Pokeball gacha gaming to try and get a Beast Ball, and then a ton of legendary Pokemon just appear out of nowhere. And this guy, who reminds me of a developer of the game or something, tells us some completely nonsensical stories about how he met these Pokemon when he was younger that's supposed to explain how they got here. He is lying. I think they were multiverse shifted here. We spend the day trying to catch them all. But of all the legendaries, the Suicune gets away, and its potential connection to terrestrialization isn't mentioned at all in any way. I guess we'll deal with her later. Panda was here for day 2 of Moxmas, and we kept plowing our way through the teachers. In Pokemon battles. Also, Jeet's team gets redeemed. She now leads with Glamora like you're supposed to. She has a freaking Dragon Pole and a Chestnut now, and she ends the battle with her King Gambit, like you're supposed to. The final boss turns out to be Serrano. He has the highest average level team in the entire Pokemon series, but I was feeling pretty comfortable. Until Greg Jr. gets poisoned, and I get put in the worst spot possible. No! Live! No! Do you die from poison? We go to switch Junior out, but Gothitelle has Shadow Tag, which means if we don't beat this battle in one turn, he'll die from poison. After coming this far, the only way we can win this is if we risk it all by using Terra Water Liquidation on a Superior and pray that it terrors into a different type. Water is super effective to Ground, Rock, and Fire. That's 3 out of 18 types. And it just so happens that it goes Terra Rock! Come on! Super effective! Stab! Terra boosted! Sheer Force boosted! Life Orb boosted! There's no way! Oh, let's go. I'm sure there's another universe out there where I played it safe and went for the Ice Punch, and maybe that Ice Punch would have only done half, and maybe Junior would have died to a Leaf Storm. But I guess we'll never know. Long live the king! After spending like 4 hours, we finally find a shiny Minior, which is one of the hardest shinies to find in this game. Oh, double! Triple! Yes! Oh, let's go! And finally, the Pokedex was nearly complete. But the last Pokemon I needed to get were all trade evolutions. And just when I needed someone to trade with, look who shows up again. After trading a few Pokemon, Moxie-chan finally asks,
I know that you're hiding things, using gentle words to shelter me. Words were like a dream, but dreams can never fool me, not that easily. I acted so distant and didn't say goodbye before you left. Listening, you fight your battles far from me, far too easily. Save your tears, 'cause I'll come back. I can hear that you whispered as you walk through the door, but still I swear to hide the pain. When I turn back the pages, shouting might have been the answer. What if I cried my eyes out and begged you
Well, the Pokedex is complete. Yeah, and they look so good. It's finally the day. The DLC about the Peach is here. We head back to Peach's in Kitakami, and we can now interact with the little plushie. Arvin calls because he wants to hang out, which is nice. And of course, when we turn back around, it's gone! While we're hanging out with the gang back at my house, we get a letter from Kieran asking us all to come back to Kitakami. Nimona basically makes Kieran fight her, and he gets destroyed. And then out of nowhere, Carmine's here! Okay, finally, it seems to be happening. Carmine grins freakishly, like she's under the control of the true evil of this game, possessed with purple eyes to match. And then... Mochi! 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 Basically, this entire bonus DLC exists to make fun of those of us who spent the last year speculating about the true story of this game. There's not really some greater force that's granting all the wishes of people in Paldea. The Peach Pokemon does exist, but it's just a little runt. And for some reason, all it does here is feed people Mochi and make them do the chicken dance. Mochi! This is so stupid! I can't believe they foreshadowed the chicken dancing at the start of the Teal Mask. They even have Kieran freaking about how it's only a matter of time until he gets possessed, and he never does. But like he was, right? A little bit. He even has a toxic chain in his hair now. And how's this purple mist not the same as when he punched the monument? Though I guess that kind of is the same haircut his grandma has. Hey, are they related to Getsus? Anyway, I guess that third signpost was talking about Petulant and about how you need to wear a mask so it won't shoot Mochi into your mouth. And at some point, it must have toxic chained the Loyal Three and granted their desires. All that must have happened. But the tree, the harvest, it just means nothing? Well, I don't know. It makes sense to me that a Peach Pokemon could fall from a magical tree down in Area Zero, which would explain why it looks like Glamora, and that it also explains why it shares similar powers to Terapagos. The ability to grant desires based on people's thoughts. But also, in the Scarlet book, Heath writes about stones and fruits that have long slept in Area Zero. And on that same page, we see the drawing of the peach and the yuzu, just like the one in the poster. And Kayla may have figured out the posters after all. The turtle poster and the yuzu poster both have double-pointed mountains in the background, just like the mountains in Paldea. It seems like these posters are supposed to represent Terapagos and Petulant, who has a yellow shiny and is made up of 3 parts, in Paldea. Petulant did come from somewhere outside of Kitakami. Maybe that tree, which does have some suspicious purple emanating from it, unlike anywhere else in Area Zero, maybe that was Petulant's tree. Maybe the Terra energy crystallized it, forcing Petulant to leave. Then he eventually takes control of the Loyal Three, tries to steal Ogerpon's masks, then gets smacked into a slumber where it waits patiently for someone vulnerable to come along so it can revive the Loyal Three, get its masks back, and take revenge. The untold story of Petulant actually explains that Petulant was trying to get the masks for an old couple who were looking after him, but who he was feeding his desire-granting Mochi to. So I guess they just got greedy and wanted the masks. At least he may have a wholesome reason for trying to steal them, though he might just be lying about the whole thing. But if it's true, that does mean Petulant only used Kieran to get the Loyal Three back. He is undeniably different after this experience. His desires are clearly drawn out. But if he was ever under Petulant's control at all, after punching the monument, it's all him. Petulant doesn't need him anymore after that. Malignant chain! Oh! It has it. Oh, there you go. There's your evidence. We decide to absolutely obliterate it with Yogurt and Inky. How dare you manipulate this dog and make him kill Ogerpon's friend? On the Switch, though, it uses Nasty Plot and doubles its special attack. So that's a Nasty Plot boost and possibly stab. Big damage. That's not enough damage. Inky heals with lefties to barely over half, which means he may or may not live the next one. I don't know. But if we switch and let this thing Nasty Plot again, I could lose the Nuzlocke here. So we have to believe in Inky now. It feels like Inky wants this. He will put his life on the line for Ogerpon to do damage to guarantee our win. Shadow Ball. Come on. Oh, 15. Inky finally gets his redemption, and you already know what ball I'm catching this in. This one actually does grant wishes. It feeds others toxic Mochi that draws out desires and capabilities. There you go. Aww. They're friends still, but only friends. Just friends, guys. Just friends. Just friends, Kieran. You know, I had this crazy realistic dream that I was battling Moxie. It was awesome. Sign me up to have that dream again. Stop saying it. Stop saying it. The dream is dead. Carmine's all back to normal too. And we all laughed and panned up to the sky. Unknown to us, 3 weeks from now, something completely crazy would happen. But in the meantime, I decided to go back to the club room to see what's up. What I didn't expect to find was Drayton being genuinely remorseful and hoping to become friends with Kieran again. But with a bit of time, I think it'll happen. Kieran's also working on it, so that's nice. Kieran asks us for one final battle, and after getting absolutely destroyed by Gumdrop the Terapagos, he takes it with a smile. I'm really glad we could battle. Aww. Man, it's been a while since I've been here. Everyone's been talking to me like normal. Honestly, wasn't expecting that. Oh my god. He thanks us for introducing him to Arvin and the gang, and we get one last wowzers out of him too. Wowzers! That was good. Sorry, that's your old voice. He also mentions he's been thinking about something for a while, and after a few days, he musters up the courage to ask. If it's alright, do you wanna trade Pokemon with me? Kieran asks if he can trade us an Applin, which apparently, at least in the Galar region, giving someone an Applin is a sign of romantic affection. But we didn't realize that. Moxie-chan just gave him a Sprigatito. Oh no, he's so down bad. Did you see that look? Oh man. Anyway, one last thing I forgot to mention about the Peach is that the people of Kitakami don't remember what happened to them when they were under the control of Pecharon, which is similar again to Terapagos' power. So maybe things are hazy for the Loyal Three, and they truly were controlled. I think they can be forgiven. Also, Ogerpon's friend didn't actually die, right? Otherwise he would have been there when Ogerpon returned. So you gotta wonder where he went. Weeks later, we get a Pokemon Presents. And with everyone expecting Johto or a black and white remake, I was still holding on to hope for something else. No, I just saw the cruise hit. What? You what? Z minus? The connection. The connection between Terapagos. Megas! You said I was never getting Megas back. Kieran says he's going to give Blueberry Academy's champion another shot, and he's still held onto his Ogerpon mask this whole time, which is nice. Carmine's dorm has some photos of Carmine and her parents, but Kieran isn't in any, which is kind of sad. No wonder he's had such a hard time. We invite Nimona to Blueberry Academy, which is like her freaking dream. Well, not dream, you know what I mean. And I guess we beat the Nuzlocke. So what was the point of this story? The original dream theory was kind of wrong, but that's probably a good thing. There is no magical solution to making your dreams come true. You gotta take them into your own hands and make things happen. And if you want something enough, it can happen. I'm trying to make my life a decent example of that. We just gotta try not to lose ourselves or our loved ones along the way. I think the point is, we should be more like Crispin. Thanks for joining me on this Nuzlocke journey, which took over a year, from November 2022 until February 2024. And suddenly it was December again. And if you want to support these massive videos, check out my Patreon. You can get all the artwork, speed paints, reactions to anime, creator commentary videos, and we're doing a Nuzlocke there. And if you want to see more, subscribe and don't leave the video yet. The post-credits is worth it. We're just getting started. So if Terapagos didn't grant Moxie-chan's wish to succeed and start Moxie-kun's world, then who did? Thank you so much for watching. Please hit subscribe if you enjoyed. Click a video on screen, and I promise the next one won't take a year. And because of the songs I put in this video, I might make no money on this. So if you want to join the Patreon and support, I really appreciate it. Alright, see you.
That was that dream of yours.